away from the forest, keeping a lookout.
Alright. So, you guys are going to travel to the forest, or...
Who's the most perceptive one here? I am not that perceptive.
But I'm driving, so I stay with the car. Or the tank.
Armored vehicle.
Tank is not really the right word for the armored tractor you're driving.
Yeah, fucking tractor. I'm a tractor.
With no turret.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And they only got his
And a
use.
bad
You
engine.
fucking reminded me that the fucking idiot fucked up my tractor and it's fucking
by
noisy.
idiot, you mean you.
No, you.
You signed the forms.
You said you told me to.
Sounds awfully close to insubordination.
It does, doesn't it?
That's a lot
No,
of sass.
you told me to.
That's a lot of
I
sass.
handed it to you. I don't recall saying, sign this, you worthless piece of shit. I may have fought it, but
That's a lot of sass.
So much sass, so well.
Sergeant, I suggest we get this ambush set up as quick as we can. We don't know when these guys are going to be getting through here.
Ooh, look at those sassy pants.
Okay, so who are we going to leave behind to keep an eye out?
Just bearing in mind, you guys are still not actually at the wooded area, hey? You're still at the site of the
Okay,
ambush.
How far away along the road is the wooded area?
Judging by the maps on the data slate, it will be week and a half's travel to get to the more forested areas towards the foot of the mountains.
That's a long time.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
Let's we should go and salvage what we can from the wrecked Chimera first, and then start making our way over there.
Oh, salvage.
Hopefully we find a turret.
Alrighty, so those of you who'd like to try and salvage some of the equipment from the bodies that have been destroyed and the remains of the or burnt out wreck of the Chimera,
Yes.
make a perception check for me, please. Oh.
I am not perceptive. I rolled a 72.
I rolled a 20. That is...
I keep finding the same burnt out piece of cork.
Anybody else that's doing any searching? We've got a 20, we've got a 70, whatever else we got.
44.
44. Alrighty. Between the three of you, you manage to turn over the wreckage, go through the burnt out pieces of metal. You find the remains of a Chimera turret that you hold up and flash at your driver, much to his chagrin. You see your medic rifling through the explosive debris and actually find some ration bars in the pockets of one of the dead soldiers. He seems to be missing a pair of legs, but at least he managed to find something to eat on the body. Other than that, you do not appear to find anything at all whatsoever.
Okay, then we should mount up and get the folk to the forest.
Yep.
Alrighty. I need you, Iron, since you're the driver, to make a navigate.
Please, it's following
Land
a road.
check
It
for
can't
me.
be that difficult.
Are you following the road, or do you want to head on into the forest? Or you just want to go down the road all the way?
What does my commander say?
We should follow the road, but have somebody like open up the top hatch and
Oh,
everyone keep in. Oh my god! And everyone danger.
We are so bad at this. We should have stayed on our farms making sweet potatoes.
You follow the road into the setting sun, driving for what seems to be hours on end. Eventually, it comes to your attention that you might have missed some kind of turn-off or gone down some kind of turn-off, but because it appears that the road you're following is slowly becoming a rutted track, not so much a road, as just the faint hope of a road as night starts to come down upon you.
I blame the limited visibility out of this piece of shit they call a camera, which
What's
is
the
not a
weather
camera.
been like today? Has it been sunny?
It's been overcast, but not rainy. Temperatures have been in the mid-20s, nothing too hot, nothing too cold either. It's actually been quite pleasant. You've been taking turns sitting on top of the Chimera, keeping an eye out for danger, and it's actually been a nice change from the humidity, or relative humidity of the inside of the cab, while you've been driving around. Other than that, though, nothing too strange, nothing too perturbing going on so far. One of you did, however, spot far behind you in the distance what appeared to be a very large, almost tornado-looking cloud formation, flashing with blue and purple energy sweeping across the landscape many, many miles to your rear. Must be one of the lightning storms you'd heard so much about before landing on the planet. Alrighty. Mr. Ein, make another navigation check for me, please.
Please take us to Albuquerque.
Iron pole to hide under.
Can his comrade drive? I feel like be better.
You could
I
certainly
will
order
still
him
be
to.
rolling though.
He's got this.
30. Alrighty. During the course of the night, you eventually come upon a small settlement of natives who helpfully give you directions back to the main road. And with much gesturing and profuse thanking and trading some of your rations to them, you manage to find yourself back to the main road leading towards the mountains. You doubt you'd have trouble missing it again in the near future. Alrighty. So, Ein, you are now back on the road. Who is sitting on top of the cab at the moment, keeping an eye on things?
I am Rosius Tunica.
Rosius, I would like you. Give me the damn dice.
Mine.
Ein, I'm gonna fucking slap you. I would like you to make a awareness check for me, please.
I am not very perceptive.
Did I roll-
62.
I have a pair of magnoculars that I would have given whoever was keeping track of everything. Would that help?
Yes, he got a +10 circumstance bonus for that. But alas, it is not enough. You guys, once more, Einer, make a roll for me, please. Ooh.
Aw.
You follow the road, luckily staying on it this time and not rolling off it into the sunset. Your objective slowly but surely trundling closer to you as you sit atop the Chimera in the endless hours. Some of you playing cards in the back, some of you cleaning your weapons and kit, taking what small steps you can to keep yourselves clean, as many of you are starting to smell rather ripe at this point. When you're almost like a thumping sound, like a rhythmic thumping sound coming from somewhere in the back, Roseus.
Hey,
Thump, 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 thump.
hey, you all hear that? That thumping sound coming from somewhere in the back.
I don't know, do we?
Do we?
You imperceptible motherfuckers.
Those of you sitting near the outside glance out just as you see a very large shadow sweep over the Chimera. Roseus, from your position where you're sitting now, you see a Valkyrie salt carrier dip slightly towards you.
Hey, we might be in trouble.
Away from you guys, heading towards the mountains where you're driving towards.
Sir, I saw a Valkyrie troop carrier, sir. It looked like it saw us.
Did you spot any identifying marks on it?
I have no idea. I am not very perceptive.
Then we should assume it was an enemy vehicle. Where was it going?
I point towards the area indicated.
The mountains. Alrighty.
And did it look like it was coming back?
I failed my psycho test, sir. I do not know.
Psych your test.
I look at him quizzically.
Right. So, what would you gentlemen like to do?
We should carry on going. Get to the woods as quickly as we can, in case that Valkyrie comes back.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do it stealthily this time.
Stealthily or speedily?
I don't believe you can be stealthily in a truck.
That's belching black smoke.
Blue smoke.
Black blue.
Oh. Okay, Ein, make a roll for us.
Our driver is drunk and full of potato.
He'll be fine.
Wow.
Ooh.
Very, very nice. As you travel down the road over the next few days, making good time, you can see the dark smudge in the horizon that was the woods slowly becoming more discernible, turning into, as you can see, many, 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 many trees seem to have been planted in orderly lines. It looks like this some kind of arboreum or something that served a very similar function where they were growing woods for the use of the native populace at some time in the far past. Your driver, with his keen-eyed driving, Iron, you spot ahead of you in distance coming towards the Chimera what appears to be 6 figures marching next to the road, walking up, coming towards you. So as you're coming down the road, they're basically walking up next to the road, all of them with what appear to be weapons in their hands and some kind of parcel slung on their back. It does not look like they've seen you yet. They're still quite a ways away from you. What would you like to do?
Okay, what weapons do you have in this thing?
You have a front-mounted heavy bolter, hull-mounted heavy bolter.
Are they in range of the bolter?
You could try and hit them. You'd probably be able to hit them at that distance pretty easily, but you are juddering up and down, driving down the road, and they haven't spotted you just yet.
Yeah, I'm just, thinking. We don't even know who they are.
Whoever's sat on top have seen them.
I don't know, Quintus. Make a perception check for me.
I will roll because I am still on top.
Okay.
Rosie is to the rescue.
Nope.
I am still not very perceptive.
Oh.
Okay, so Quintus, you've seen them. You know they're there. What do you want to do? You're still getting towards them at the moment. They're gradually resolving into figures in the same armor as the ones that you tried to run over a few days prior.
Sir, there are 6 figures ahead of us. In the, same color armor as the enemies we killed earlier.
Now that he has mentioned it, I can definitely confirm that. I totally saw them before he did, though.
Okay, so we are now aware of them, yes.
Yes.
And they're definitely wearing bad people armor.
Your eagle-eyed driver did not appear to spot any Imperial Aquilus amongst their equipment.
Okay.
They do not seem aware of your presence at the moment.
Rosius, what can with your monocular, what can you see? Are they carrying weapons?
Let me try to be perceptive. I look to see if they have weapons.
Now that they've indicated where they are, you easily spot them.
Yes.
They are indeed carrying weapons. Looks to be some las guns as well as 1 or 2 bulkier weapons that you're unfamiliar with.
I can identify a couple of las guns and some big guns I can't identify.
Are they in range of the grenade launcher? Can we shoot them with a grenade launcher and the bolter?
What's the range of the grenade launcher?
Close range. It's like 30 meters or something.
Oh yeah, you're way out of range for that. They're probably about 100 meters away from you at the moment.
So what weapons do you have to shoot them besides the bolter?
Okay, you guys are slowly closing the gap towards them. And
do they notice us?
Nobody notices you just yet.
Wow.
We can drive over them and find the bolter.
Sergeant, I think we could either fight these people and use them for more information, or we should try to avoid them as we're here on a stealth mission. But I mean, as long as they all die and they don't get a radio distress call off, we could also just take them out.
We also have the signal jammer.
We do have the signal jammer. I think it's in our best interest. Is there any way that we could actually hide a giant smoking tank?
If you drive off the side of the road, and killed the engine, you may be able to remain hidden. They may not spot you as they go past.
Right, Quintus, take us off the side of the road, turn us around.
Roger that.
So the heavy bolter's facing them. Everybody, once we're parked and the engine is off, take up positions around the Chimera. If they see us, or if we see anything of interest on their persons, we will take them out.
Just so you guys know, signal jammer range is 30 meters, eh?
Oh, okay then.
Just so you do know for future reference.
That's quite short range.
It's not a very sophisticated signal jammer.
Okay, then can I give it to Emil and order him to get out and bury himself slightly, and then turn it on
Alright.
when they're closer.
Okay, Ein, I need you to make a operate ground vehicle check for me. I need Emil to make a stealth check for me, and Hippo, I need you to make a command check for me.
Oh, fuck
And the
me.
rest of you guys, what are the rest of you guys doing during all this?
I did don't derped.
Well, we're still, I think, probably just. Well, I'm gonna get my weapons ready because we're still in the vehicle, so we're waiting
Alright,
for that.
Ein, what's your drive?
I will also get my weapons ready.
Weapons ready.
My drive vehicle skill is operate vehicle surface is 37.
37 plus 20 is 57, so it's just... Okay, it's fine. What is Emil's stealth check?
9, no, that's 6. 16.
Pretty good. Let's see.
And my command thing was a 63.
Alrighty. So you
But I
see
get
Emil,
plus 10 to that.
see Emil hop down and pull the bulky signal jammer out. It's almost the size of a large backpack as he starts dragging it through the grass towards the side of the road and taking measures to conceal himself. You see Quintus take the wheel, drive the Chimera down the side of the road, instantly increasing the discomfort of the passengers in the back as they start juddering up and down. And now that there's no more smooth road surface for it, before flipping it around and turning the hull-mounted heavy bolter towards the side of the road. It does not appear that anybody has noticed you just yet. Alrighty.
They appear to be less perceptive than we are, sir.
They're like the Straven dwarves. What dude?
Okay, so they have not noticed you at all up until this point. What do you guys want to do? Do you wish to ambush them, or what are we doing? Or do you want to wait for them to pass?
When they get a bit closer, who's got the monocular? Still, you, Rosius?
Yes, sir.
Rosius, can you make out what they are carrying?
Yeah,
Let me see what my monocle eyes can see.
you see them gradually getting closer, them being about 50 meters away from you, and you can see one of the ones in the middle of the line appears to be regaling the rest of them with some kind of tail as he's gesticulating wildly, his gun hanging from a strap from his shoulder. All of them appear to be dusty and sweating. It looks like it's just a standard infantry patrol. They don't appear to be particularly alert. You guys don't think that they are looking for you in particular. Rosius, make a perception check for me to try and identify the weapons that they're carrying besides the las guns.
I will do. I have failed.
Okay. The bulky weapon with its backpack and large fused barrel you do not recognize. Having not spent your life in the guard, you're only really familiar with the stuff they taught you in basic. You don't recall seeing anything quite like that. You do, however, notice that the barrel is blackened as if from fire.
Can I make a...
I don't know what it is, but they appears to have fired it soon, recently.
I learned nothing in basic training, and I grab the monocular and try and see for myself.
Alrighty,
Hippo,
make a perception
your
check
plan
for me.
is bad.
This is the last person who can make a perception. Hippo, roll for me. Oof, so
41!
close. What's your perception?
20.
You don't see any. You don't even see these bulky weapons that were evidenced by your underlings.
I'll
No
grab
one
the
wants to even mention that
binoculars
he's
and
using
I'll
the binoculars
use
the wrong
it.
way around.
Probably.
Fuck
Alrighty.
me.
Why are we worried? They're miles away, guys.
The enemy's now slowly walking past you. They're about 25 meters away from you. And rolled a 96 and have not seen you guys yet.
how many of them were there?
6 in total. 4 of them with las guns and 2 carrying bulkier weapons of a different type.
Sir, I can't help but note we are all really bad at war.
I don't know,
As
we've been
you-
good at war.
As they walk past, you see the one in the middle suddenly stop his story and call to the others and point at the side of the road. It looks like they're pointing at the tracks of the Chimera.
I'll fucking shoot him now.
Right, open up. Yeah. Quintus, open fire. Everyone else, get out. Shoot them. Kill them.
Kill him.
Alrighty. So
Okay.
just to do this,
Shit's about to get real.
Chimera's over here. Let's just say the road is over there. Going down there. And the enemy
Emil is-
are basically coming from down here now. They were walking
Oh
down
no, they're
here.
gonna walk over Emil.
Emil is hiding next to the side of the road here with his jammer. Alrighty. Initiative for me, please.
It's a 1d10.
You roll
Oh,
your
1d10.
agility bonus plus a 1d10. Oh, my poor enemies are gonna get
Wow,
surprised.
nice.
What's your initiative?
wow,
You know, it's
4.
just
Wow, we all rolled shit.
so
Anybody
it's
with a 10 or better?
I hit
Me?
I hit a track.
How much?
8.
No, Jathar, how much?
13.
Holy shit. Okay, next person down from 13. Who's got the next highest number? I heard an 8. Anybody else got an 8 or higher?
I got an 8 on the dice, and where's the bonus
Plus your
again on
agility
that?
bonus.
The thing in the red column.
3, so 11.
11, very nice. Okay, anybody else that's got a good bonus? Anybody
got
from 5 to
7.
10?
I have rolled a 7 total.
7 for, who we got on... It's Rosius and Elam.
And Jax, yeah.
Jax. Okay, and how much have you got, Mr. Medic Man?
4.
He rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
He was too
Nicely
busy
done.
doing
Is that
drugs.
everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got everybody there? 5 players? Alrighty.
I am not quick on the draw.
Fantastic! Alrighty, since it's a surprise round, your enemies do not get to act until the end of their turn. They can, however, make dodge actions, but you guys have plus 30 to your weapon skill, since it's an ambush. To your ballistic skill, sorry. So, you're starting with the Commissar. Commissar, what would you like to do?
Am I close enough to charge?
You are not. But you could make it there next turn if you want to charge, or if you want to take your time, you can take some shots.
Well, I'm going to use half an action to move as close as possible, and then the other half action I will use to shoot one person with my bolt pistol.
Alrighty. Okay, Commissar hops out of the back of the Chimera and starts hauling ass towards the front of the road to get into combat. Roll ballistic skill for me, right? Are you taking aim at any particular person, or are you just shooting at the closest target?
I'll aim for the commander. Whoever looks like
Alrighty.
they're in charge.
Okay, the man at the front of the column.
Wow, I really wish I had been using semi-automatic, but I make it.
Okay, 21 plus, that's actually quite a lot of shots. Is semi-automatic a half action?
I don't actually know, but I wasn't planning to use semi-automatic,
yeah.
I'm just saying, so...
Okay, so single shot, blam, straight to the enemy. Roll damage for me, please. That's actually a really good hit. Okay, Quintus, start thinking about what you want to do so long.
Shoot the bolter at them.
Okay.
13 penetration 4. No, sorry, 12 penetration 4.
Okay. You see the guy in the front lift his hand up to his head as if he's about to scratch it while looking back at his comrade that's pointing at the tracks, and as he turns around, you see the sharp report of the Commissar's bolt pistol take him in the arm and just evaporates his arm below the shoulder, completely taking that whole appendage off. His last gun tumbling to the ground, the strap no longer having any purchase on that limb. Quintus, before you, you have a Commissar, your comrade in the grass, Emil, sorry, with his signal jammer ready to jam the enemy Vox, and 6 enemies. What would you like to do?
Aren't there 5? Aren't there one? Is one dead?
No, he's still alive, he's just armless.
So
He's
where are
disarmed.
they?
Don't worry, he's mostly harmless.
Like
See where the
here
little
in-
dots are? They're basically walking along the side of the road when you guys ambush them. This is all happening at once. Kind of like
we
a bonus
killed
round.
the first. No, he attacked the first one. He's injured
That's
as
right.
fuck. So should I do like a burst with the bolter? Does it burst or?
It's a fully automatic weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna like do a burst at the column.
Okay.
Or like a spread.
Pray
Like
and pray. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Roll a ballistic skill check for me. It's at -10 if you're firing it on automatic.
Yep.
And you get plus 30, so in total plus 20 to your roll. Oh wow, actually that plus 30 makes a difference.
Fuck me!
Wow. Okay,
can
so...
I have sorry, can I use a fate point and reroll or
can.
something?
Yeah, you can.
Yay! People are remembering.
Yes. It's somewhat better.
Skill line.
It's not high enough. It's
How much is your ballistic skill?
What is your ballistic?
It's 30.
30 plus 20 is 50, so it's 1 degree of failure, which is luckily not enough to cause friendly fire. As you see Quintus open up with a heavy bolter and start stitching rounds into the ground amongst the enemy, many of them throwing themselves to the ground, trying to roll away from the sudden onslaught of explosives around their feet. Alrighty, Rosius and Jax, what are you two doing?
I'm gonna shout to Emil to turn on the signal jammer.
Okay, let's see if... Make a command check for me, please. See if you can hear you over the sound of the heavy bolter and fire and then bolt pistol fire going on there.
You get your fate points in the next session back, right?
Yes, unless you burn them, which is to avert something
84.
really bad happening to you.
Oh, God.
Yo, I'm gonna use a fate
84.
point on that as well.
Alrighty.
51.
What's your command check?
It is 10.
No, but I mean, what's your command skill bonus?
Wait, which one's that?
Let me
Like I
pull up
get
your
plus
character
10
sheet.
to it.
Yeah, I realize, but you have a command skill. So let's have a look
Oh,
here.
shit.
So,
Oh, yeah, it is.
fellowship,
Sure, sure.
48 plus
Oh, yeah, it's down
10,
the bottom.
that's 58, so you actually succeed.
Yay!
Somehow, over the massive torrent of incoming fire, Emil hears your command over the radio and jabs the button on the signal jammer, and you see a little blinking red light kick on amongst his on the jammer itself. What else do you want to do?
How much of my round have I got left?
Isn't command a free action for you?
I think it might be.
Why won't you throw some grenades at them?
Alrighty, while that's happening, Rosius, what are you doing?
Is there a safe distance between the enemy combatants and our combatants to use grenades?
You could use grenades. I mean, they might scatter towards your opponent, towards your allies if they bounce, but you're at the moment, if you fired true, you won't miss.
Right on. I will load a frag grenade. Well, actually, I have a prepared frag grenade. I will shoot a frag grenade at the enemy group.
Alrighty. Okay, make a ballistic skill check for me, please. Also, what's the damage on a frag grenade?
It's 1d10. Let's see here, I have it.
I don't think it's a frag is plus anything. I think it's just 1d10.
But it's the AoE.
And the penetration?
Ah, crap, I don't have that.
2.
Okay.
Actually, no. Nothing, I don't think. Actually, no, it's 2.
Alrighty.
Alright, let's see. Come on, dice!
Yeah,
That sucks.
How many fate
wanna-
points? Before you kill
Yeah,
it?
I will use a fate point.
Okay, what's your ballistic skill?
49.
49. So plus 30 is 79, so it was just a miss.
I'm using a fate point to reroll.
Okay, go for it. Don't you just roll for... Yeah, okay, that's fine.
39.
Shit. Okay. Fucking hell. You managed to
Also-
plant that thing. I think we need to roll for scatter if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check here quickly. Not grenade. Oh, not grenade launchers. Okay.
No.
Okay, fantastic. So roll 2d10 for me, and that's with 2 penetration. This is going to be miserable for these poor bastards. They haven't even got to take their turn yet.
Oh, I'm just checking.
15.
Frag grenade has no penetration.
50. Am I looking at the same frag grenade stats?
On the table for grenades, missiles, and rounds.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at frag thingy. Never mind. I was looking at frag missile. Derp. Okay. You managed to perfectly arc the grenade up into the air and land it smack bang in the middle of the column. And they have no penetration, so that's 15 damage. They take down 4. What? Okay. So, you guys see Rosius muscle his grenade launcher out the top hatch
So you
and
killed
arc
the
it up
bulb.
into the air and fire it across and hit the middle enemy combatant straight in the head, momentarily stunning him before the grenade goes off at head level, decapitating him and his 2 comrades to either side of him. The subsequent explosion, let's have a look here quickly. So that's a flamer tank going up.
Oh god!
Oh, okay then, so much for that. Okay, you see the grenade exploded head level, just absolutely decimating his head, blowing it to absolute pieces, decapitating him instantaneously. The frag taking out the 2 enemies next to him. The man walking in the rear of the column with a very bulky heavy weapon that you'd spotted at range suddenly flinches away, and as he turns from the explosion, he exposes the tanks in the back of his, on his back, and a hot iron round punches straight through, igniting the Promethean within, exploding the entire column in a massive ball of flame, knocking the two on the front prone, and the man without his arm getting covered in explosive promethium, also burning to death. Fuck, what's the range on that? Hold on. I need Emil to make a dodge roll for me, please. You have to roll below his agility. If you roll, and that's the distance he can move away. It's equal to his agility modifier. Oh my god.
So much explosive.
So much explosive.
69, but I cannot remember Emil's.
69.
Shit.
Alrighty.
I may have killed him.
The roiling fireball also rolls over Emil's hiding place, setting him on fire, and you see him rolling on the ground, trying to put out the flames, which he manages to succeed in doing after a few moments. Alrighty, Mr. Medic, is there anything you would like to do? Is one enemy flattened on his back, and the other guy is on the ground missing an arm,
Do I not still
and
get my
Emil's on
shit?
fire. Okay, have you decided what you want to do? Alright, what you want to do?
Yeah, I'll just get unhold
You will congratulate me on my awesome shooting skills.
and take out my last rifle and take a shot at the remaining guy.
Maybe
You
auto
would
burst?
prefer to keep one alive.
Yeah,
If you can.
missing an arm.
Aim for his kneecap.
Wait, which one's still alive? The one without an arm?
Both are still alive. The one without his arm is prone, and so is the other one, knocked flat by the explosion of the gas tank on the guy's back.
Then I'll aim
Shoot
for
the leg of the prone guy.
Oh, I was gonna aim for the other arm of the armless guy.
Alright, you want to make a cold shot?
Yeah.
Okay, cold shot's gonna give you a slight penalty though. It's
Yep.
minus 20, so you still get plus 10 from the ambush bonus. And you say you want to hit the arm, hey?
Yes.
Okay, make your ballistic skill check for me at plus 10.
Emperor, guide my bolt.
Are you doing a semi-auto shot, or what are you doing?
Single shot.
Okay, so that's another
that's
plus 10
another plus
bonus
10, yeah.
again. Okay. Good god, that does not... Okay.
Oh shit, he did it!
Oh, that is just...
Bing, bing, bing!
Roll them damages!
You got no arms!
That was my second favorite arm, you imperial bastards.
It's 5, 6, 7, that's 8.
8 points of damage. So flak armor, so that's 4. Hold on, I just want to check the critical chart here. What does that do? Oh wow. Alrighty. You see the shot enter his wrist before the bottom half of his hand just explodes outward as the energy cooks off the moisture inside of his hand. And you see him now flopping on the dirt, trying his best to push himself up. But for a moment, he forgets that he no longer has a right arm, and as he tries to push himself off the ground, there's just nothing there, and he kind of flops forward, rolling backwards and forwards in the sand as the blood sticks to the open wound. Alrighty. Marcus, or Mr. Medic Man, what do you want to do?
So we're trying to keep these guys alive, right?
I don't know.
At least one
Are
of them.
you? There's one unwounded one who's just knocked flat by an exploding flamer. What would you like to do?
Shit, what would I like to do? I don't know.
5, 4...
I'll go next to Elam and go check what his wounds are. While keeping an eye on the enemies, like if they try and shoot me, I'll shoot back.
Alrighty, so you take a move action to sprint across, get towards the wounded Elam, who you now see has got some severe burns across his face. Alrighty, top of the initiative orders. Enemies go first since they actually rolled the highest. Actually, no, they didn't. Jathar, your turn. Shit.
I'm going to get to the last remaining prone guy that's fully armed and disarm him. And by that I mean remove his weapons, not actually lop off his arm.
Oh, that's what disarm means.
Okay. You see him like throw away his lascar onto the ground before holding up his arms in the face of an angry commissar with a bolt pistol and a chainsword. You see his comrade is busy trying to like wriggle away from you while bleeding out into the dirt road. Okay, out of initiative order, what do you guys want to do? I'm assuming, Marcus, you want to do some first aid on, what's his name, Elam?
Yeah.
Alright, and the rest of you guys, what do you want to do?
Commissar has one of the guys, so I'm gonna walk over to the armless guy and just with my foot push him back to the floor, wait until Quintus can come over to assess his wounds.
Okay. Okay.
Well, and also,
Oh
Rosius,
wow, bloodless.
when we get back to base, I will send for I will send off for commendation for that grenade shot.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? What are you guys doing?
I'm going to move the current walking prisoner over to the Chimera, and yeah, I'll do that for now, and we can question him once we got the other guy as well.
Okay, Marcus, I need you to make a medical check for me on Elim, please. What kind of bonuses do you get for working in the field?
Bonuses.
Yes, you fucking killed my guy up.
But
Good.
I guess it doesn't matter. I probably using
Wow.
med kits, which is like a +20 in itself.
Goddamn. Okay.
Can
and my
we find
Medicae
the...
skill is. Hang on.
Sorry.
Where is it?
Can we find the missing arm of the guy who is one-handed?
It's exploded, yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's like
my
bolt.
Medicae is 49. By
But
the
did
way.
he explode it, or just, you know, can we find the remains? Maybe, you know, the
You can
palm
probably
or
find some
something.
chunky salsa.
Just some mush.
Okay. You guys see Marcus patch up Elam with a remarkable display of some suntan lotion and duct tape, managing to get him right as rain again after his close encounter with the flamer. Alrighty, your prisoner is staring wide-eyed at his commanding officer that appears to have passed out from blood loss in the road, and is looking now at you backwards and forwards, sweat beading his face, not saying a word. What would you gentlemen like to do?
Medic, will you please stabilize that man? We'd
Yes,
like
sir.
to question him.
Yeah, and I go and stabilize him. Attempt to.
Okay, it's going to be quite difficult. As he's
Okay.
missing 2 limbs, pretty much, at this point, and he's bleeding profusely. What are you going to try and, like, tourniquet the arm stumps, or shoulder stump and arm stump, or what exactly are you going to try and do to save
Well,
him?
I actually think that'd be funny. Just wrap him around his shoulders. The biggest tourniquet known to man.
If you
What?
can't like stop the blood loss with tourniquets, I know what we can do.
I know where this is going, and I don't
Oh.
like it.
Oh,
Okay. Well, sure. Let's do what my sergeant asked.
Well, try and see if you can help him first.
Wasting precious medical supplies on heretics.
Tourniquet. Tourniquet.
I'm giving a slight shake of the head to imply don't try too hard.
Don't too hard. The tourniquets work. Do we have a heat source?
You have plenty of las guns and a multi of what is this, grenade launcher?
Oh no. Yeah, he's not going to make it.
Okay.
Yeah,
But,
Larry's
actually,
guy
no,
doesn't
that's,
have a Hippocratic oath.
I don't have a Hippocratic oath.
You don't
What are
take
talking
Hippocratic
about?
oaths in the 41st millennium.
What kind of negatives do I have? Because
minus 30 for the loss of limbs. And plus 20 for your medica kit, so you're just taking minus 10 total. What's your medical skill?
49. That's
49. Just a failure.
just
Alrighty. In spite of your best efforts, he appears to be slipping deeper and deeper in blood loss and ultimately death.
Hey, medic. You don't look too good.
So is he dead? Dead yet?
He'll be dead momentarily.
So
I'm listening.
does Nathan still have a flamer?
No, he does not.
Oh god damn it! Is there any really hot pieces of metal about?
Yeah.
There's the remains of a flamer canister. You could, if you probably had like a pair of pinchers or heavy gloves or something, and maybe pick up to.
Do you have any
use?
like? Are there any like tongs or anything in the medikit?
Not something
Nothing.
that can pick up something large, but I mean, I could rip some clothes off of these fucking heretics and pick up something like making a poor like attempt at a heat glove.
Yeah, do that.
So what should I roll to see if I burn my hand on a hot piece of metal?
You know what? Just make an agility test for me. Make it nice and simple. I have no idea. Sorry, they didn't cover trying to field triage exploded heretics with piece of fucking hot flamer tank in the rulebook.
no.
So
My agility 36.
you try and get close to a piece of metal, but you just constantly angle your hands and wrap them with thick enough material to manage to pick up a piece of the flamer tank, and ultimately, in spite of your efforts, it looks like the enemy bleeds out.
Nah, he's dead.
Alrighty. Do any of you guys speak High Gothic?
I do.
Oh dear. You make out a series of whispers coming from behind you. Which, if you look behind you, you see the enemy combatant that has survived the ambush is just going, please, 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 over and over and over and over under his breath. Yeah.
Sergeant, it might be a good idea if we start clearing away this mess, and you and me can go and question our new asset.
On it. And yeah, I'll order everyone to start cleaning up. Try and bury the bodies off the road somewhere. Get rid of any
Just
trace.
by the by, there's like a 30-foot blackened blast shape.
Just kick some sand over it.
Okay. I would like you all to make stealth checks for me that are doing the cleaning. See how
I
well
kill everybody, then I gotta clean up.
Make sure you check their pockets.
Oh, yeah, pockets.
Yeah, I will totally loot these giblets.
What's left of the pockets?
Okay, cleaning check, stealth for me, and then after that scrutiny, please.
I may have rolled an 8.
Oh, and then Letty ruins it.
Oh god.
Oh, Emil's gonna be cleaning up
You
as well.
see Rosius meticulously fixing grass stalks, smoothing out the dirt so it looks natural so nobody's traveled there, taking the burnt grass, pulling it out, burying it, taking painstaking pains to make sure that nobody will notice that you guys have been there. And as you notice this, you look over at Marcus, on the other hand, who's kind of just like kicks a little bit of dirt over one small tuft of grass and then calls it a day.
I just want, like, wildly throwing the remains of the
So
body into the forest.
I look over him. I look over at the doctor with an annoyed face and basically just say, "Aren't there some drugs you could be doing? You're not helping."
I pictured him getting rid of all the body parts with his last gun, just shooting them in the
Pew, pew, pew.
Commissar would probably blap you at that point for waste of Imperial
That would be a huge
resources.
That would be a huge waste of ammo. I can do that.
Okay. So, those of you who want to search the pockets, make your search checks, and then we'll get on with the prisoner
Find them
interrogation.
drugs.
Wouldn't it'd be more like filtering body parts through our fingers at this point?
Pretty much, just pulling your fingers through, looking for anything good.
Oh god, I am not. Yeah, I'm not doing well.
Emil.
I am not very perceptive.
There's nothing to find.
Who got a 35?
I got 45.
35. Okay.
Oh,
Since
63.
wow, alrighty. Taking your time to rifle through the one or two intact bodies, you find in the pockets of one of the enemy troops a golden chain, an Imperial Aquila on the end of it.
Has it not been like scratched up or anything?
No, in fact, it seems to be the only thing that was well taken care of on his whole person.
Shit.
Interesting. Yeah. So Emil had that, so I'll just order him to come tell me what he found and give it to me.
I'm going to assume that your comrades will convey any information like that to you guys automatically. Alrighty. So you have a prisoner. You have a somewhat clean sight of an ambush, a successful ambush, I might add. Poor guys didn't even get a chance to shoot back. Yeah. So, what would you like to do?
Let's go question the heretic.
Next to the side of the road, or are you gonna go somewhere
Oh,
else before you do that?
take him off around the back of the Chimera. Right, like actually no, right in front of the Chimera with the heavy bolter pointed at him.
Alrighty. You still hear him muttering under his breath in a language that you don't quite understand. Please, 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 please. You can hear he starts praying under his breath, but you don't understand the language. Commissar, you of course speak High Gothic, and you can hear him now invoking various
got a-
saints.
I got
and
an
Thunderlord to
interrogation
defend him.
technique. I got an interrogation technique that might help us
Do tell, Driver Quintus.
put his legs under the tracks.
Maybe in time.
Oh.
Sergeant, we could be in luck here. If he knows something, we might not even have to ambush the supply convoy later on.
Put his legs under the track. Only one leg, not both.
Quintus, shut up. Start cleaning the Chimera.
Malachi, start cleaning Chimera.
You're a piece of shit. Commissar, ask him what he's doing out here.
I turn to him and I'm like, "Soldier, what was your reason for being out here?"
He almost flinches away from you when you speak to him. Clearly, the Commissar's hat and stormcoat being known to even people of this world. And he looks at you wide-eyed and he says, We're fighting the heretics that invaded our world, sir.
Heretics?
The heretics. They came and we're fighting for the Emperor. They're trying to take our planet.
Whoever told you that, Private?
You don't understand the damn word that he's saying. He's not speaking Low Gothic.
Oh.
Tell me, where is General Dominus?
Who?
The general in charge of the defenses in this area.
General Scaris. General Harvax.
Yeah. Sorry?
General Harvax.
The person we're looking for.
Yes, him.
Ah,
General Harvax.
yes.
I don't know, sir. I'm just a lineman. I don't know. We were just on patrol looking for heretics. Please don't kill me, sir. The Emperor have mercy, please.
I pull out the map. I'm like, show me your base. Show me where you're operating. I use the map. I tell him to show me all the major, where he's camped. If there are any major transport lines that he knows of, things like that.
He points at the map and he shows you a location, probably about 100 kilometers or so from where you guys are at the moment, which indicates it's their base of operation. But other than that, he doesn't know anything. He hasn't been to any other camps or anything like that. They've just been patrolling the area for the last few weeks or so.
Okay,
Please, sir, please
I'm
have
gonna
mercy.
take the sergeant. Sergeant, come with me. Let's step away here for a moment.
Okie doke. What is it, Commissar?
From the sounds of it, this man thinks that we are heretics. It's possible that the person in charge here has been telling everyone that we are the invaders, when in fact they are the rebels. Now, the soldier's been able to tell me of a base nearby, well, about 100 kilometers away, where he's based. But other than that, he doesn't seem to have any useful information. Is there anything else you want me to check before we get going?
Let's clarify what he if he thinks that we're the invaders.
Okay.
Just to be sure.
Then I'm going to go back to the soldier and ask him to, soldier, tell me what you've been told about us.
Sir, we were called to defend the planet for the Emperor. Blessed be his name on the golden throne for all eternity. We were here to repel the heretics.
Ah, okay. I then walk a step away, turn to him. Ignorance is no excuse. Blam. Let's
Oh
be off.
God.
I walk over to the Inquisitor. Or
Where's that now?
whatever, not Inquisitor, but the Commissar.
Damn it.
Sir, we maybe should have asked why he did not have regalia on. Sir.
Probably a good idea.
The headless
too
corpse
late
seems
now.
to be disinclined to acquiesce to your request. Alrighty.
Get this body buried. Let's get a move on. We've probably been here long enough anyway.
Sir.
Okay. You guys take some time digging a shallow grave to hide the remains in. More preparations just to keep yourselves hidden. Before heading out, who's riding in the top turret again?
That would be me this time.
Alrighty, Marcus, make a perception check for me. Mr. Quintus, make a operate road vehicle check for me with a +10 bonus, please.
Oh yeah. 10.
Ooh, damn. Damn. Okay. As you pull off onto the road, away from the site of your ambush,
29.
Medic, you spot a Valkyrie holding position far above you, more than likely attracted by the explosion from the flamer roiling into the air.
You could have made this to my allies.
Alrighty, you guys travel towards the mountains over the next few days. Events passing without incident. You guys are about, let's say, about 2-3 days away from the forest now, when you start feeling something a bit unusual. Everybody make awareness tests for me.
I'm not very perceptive.
You just have to roll.
42.
Anybody actually got awareness as a skill?
Nope.
Oh, 58.
92.
86.
Triple blind is a bat.
Anybody else?
If it's
58.
your ability minus 20 if it's untrained, eh?
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
So I may have rolled a 62 with that.
So minus 20?
Yeah, it is with minus 20.
Okay. You guys start feeling almost like a deep-seated buzz feeling, almost like a vibration starting in your molars. As you're driving, Quintus, as you shift your grip on the steering wheel, little flares of static electricity start tingling from the steering wheel and zapping your hands. I would like you guys to make a common law Imperium knowledge check for me. If you guys remember something about your briefings.
Oh,
Nope.
Oh.
Wow. What? Who got a 30?
I rolled a 16.
61.
Jax, while you're driving, you suddenly, as you sitting there, kind of like working your jaw, trying to work out this buzzing sensation in your teeth, you suddenly remember the briefing on the lightning storms, how they appear suddenly from the sky, tearing across vast tracts of land, destroying everything under them. What would you like to do?
Can I stick my head out of the top hatch and see
Sure.
if I can see which direction it's coming from?
Stick your head out the hatch, looking upwards, and immediately notice that the sky is starting to darken like a bruise above you, and almost what look like faint flickers of lightning starting to form far, far up in the sky above you.
Then I'm gonna shout, Quintus, drive this as fast as you can!
Roger that.
Storm are coming!
You're gonna try and outrun it. Alrighty.
Sir, maybe you should close the hatch. Sir.
Probably.
You better pray that thing acts
But
like a
Marcus
Faraday
is still
cage.
up there.
I'll climb in. Fuck this shit.
And then we'll close the hatch.
Okay. Quintus, you need to make a check for me. If you're flooring that thing flat out, it's at minus 20. What's your drive skill?
My drive skill is 37.
37, it's minus 20, so you need to low 17 or less.
Let's fucking roll this.
Oh god.
Oh.
Okay. You see him put his foot down on the pedal, and suddenly the Chimera lurches forward into the road, into the night, away from the coming storm behind you guys. And you can now, all of you can kind of feel the atmosphere inside of the Chimera is taking on an almost metallic tang in the back of your throats, as you can feel the forces of the storm slowly but surely start building around you guys. And as you go around the corner in the road, you see the backside of the Chimera almost get thrown out behind you before Quintus manages to steady it once more, trying to outrun the force of the storm behind you. Seems like the storm will come down upon you any second now. Quintus, make another drive check for me, please. See if you can eke out some more performance from this vehicle.
Oh,
We are gone. Bye bye.
As you, let's see if the machine spirit is with you. Can I have your dice for a second? Just so we can all roll here. Okay. So let's see what happens. Ooh, so lucky. Alrighty. With a choking sound, for a moment it sounds like the Chimera's engines are going to stall out, as Quentin tries to give it his all to try and get the vehicle out from beneath the storm. But at the very last second, just as it sounds like it's going to cut out and you can hear it start to over-rev, it kicks in again, and you guys go barreling away from the storm. Quintus, ahead of you, you see a massive blast of lightning hit the ground in front of your Chimera, turning the ground to glass in front of you. I would like you to make a vehicle drive test to try and avoid it as you pull off to the side. $47. Not quite avoiding it.
do I have a plus on that, or?
No, it's all penalties at this point.
Oh,
Penalties all the way down.
It's penalties all the way down. You just managed to pull the Chimera aside at the last second, and suddenly you guys feel a massive gathering force hit the top hull of the Chimera, and you can actually physically see the roof on top of you start to warm up, and you can actually see a little bit of metal start dripping into the cabin from the heat of the top getting warmed up. I would like all of you to make agility saves for me who are inside the cab, except for Quintus, because you're far enough away so it won't matter.
Gonna get burned! Oh, it was a 2, then it went to a 9. I'm dead.
What's that, Quintus?
should I roll for Malachi?
Yes, a good roll for Malachi, please. Alrighty, anybody who rolled a 40 or less?
I was going to have a 27, but the dice god said, not today.
33, anybody in the 40s?
I rolled
got
47.
47, 48, 35, anybody else? Okay, everybody who rolled over 50. As you get thrown around by Quintus trying to heave the vehicle back and forth, trying to avoid the lightning strikes now coming down on all sides around you, some of the molten steel, or plastic of the Chimera's top, actually splashes and hits some of you. I would like you all to roll a d10 for me, please.
I have rolled a 5.
5. Alrighty, you take 1 point of damage, Trashy. You take 3 points of damage, Letty, as the molten steel gets slammed around on the inside of the vehicle. Quintus, I would like you to make another drive check for me, please. See if you can keep the Juthering Chimera going.
Captain, I'm doing the best I can.
Have I got a whip? Can I whip him to make him drive better? Because
Oh,
he's
God.
he's a piece of shit.
Well, I
Alrighty.
use my second fucking fate point, man. I have 2.
Oh no. Yes, I'm listening. Here it goes.
I have
It's gonna be
3.
0-0.
It's better, but
54, almost. Alrighty, you managed to pull the Chimera out, and for a moment it seems that you're gonna break free from the confines of the storm before the engine manages to stall out, and you start slowing down and down and down as you now see the storm overtake you, completely roiling across from you guys. You are now trapped in the middle of the storm. You all have a few moments to act before the next strike comes. What would you like to do?
Right, I'm gonna shout, everybody get out, dig yourself a hole in the sand.
Yes. Okay.
I don't want to stay inside a giant
Okay.
metal box.
Okay, so Chimera doors get kicked open, bam! As Emil jumps out of the back and immediately starts hugging dirt, eating dirt. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Do we the same?
guess I'm
Yep.
gonna do the same.
Just
Guess
got
you all
it.
did.
Quick
Let's
dash
not
over
hide
to
under the
Chimera and
Chimera.
Bury myself.
Alrighty, I would like you all to make, fuck, what would that be in this particular case? Make strength checks for me, all of you. See how quickly you can
yay.
manage to get some dirt. Some dirt down.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, what?
I'm not very strong.
My third
19.
fate
I'm
point.
going to use a fate point to reroll that.
Unless I'm gonna die.
Oh no. Oh, Emil.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh god. Okay, totals for me one by one,
19.
starting with okay, Marcus, 19. You somehow, in all this hellish fury raining around you, start spooning away dirt away from you, having your entrenching tool out already the moment you hit the ground. Next person, Jax, how much did you roll?
I got 41 and Emil got 61.
Oh god, poor Emil. Alrighty, Victus, how much did you get? Victus is dead.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I rolled a 71 and Nathan rolled an 89.
Oh god, poor Nathan. That's... Oh wow, yeah, that's gonna get fucked. Okay, Quintus, what are you doing, buddy? How much do you roll?
I rolled a 60 and a 46.
Commissar!
I rolled a 39.
Okay, so let's have a look here quickly to see who all gets absolutely rogered by lightning. Jax, did you roll 61?
No, that was Emil.
Oh god, okay.
Bye, Emil. You were my favorite Emil.
Bye, Emil. You were the favorite Emil. Marcus, how much did your orderly roll? Oh yeah, she's
He's
dead.
You rolled nothing. You are insensitive.
Did you roll?
I rolled a 39.
Okay, so Emil's fucked so far. Rosius, do you have any fate points, or is that your final roll?
I've only used one. Let me see. And I only had one.
Okay, so Rosius, Emil, Quintus, how much did you roll?
I think
46.
Quintus rolled a 60 and Malachi a 46.
Okay, so Quintus, Rosius, and Emil.
As
As you guys dive out of the vehicle to try and hug dirt and try and grab any little piece of sparse cover that there possibly is, all of you are seriously avoiding climbing under the chimera where you'd probably be safe. Massive streaks of lightning come slamming down into the ground, turning the very sand to glass. And the air smells of ozone around you. You see one particular strike impact on the top of the chimera, turning your entire world white for a moment. And when it recedes, you see that the whole mount where the heavy bolter is has been turned into melted slag. A lot of the hot metal actually running down over the little viewport Quintus uses to drive the vehicle. Okay, damage. Let's have a look. Oh wow, fuck me. Okay, so that's a thing, I guess. 10 plus 5 is 15, plus 3 is 18.
Ooh.
Okay, Emil gets hit by a massive bolt of lightning, and for a moment you can see the outline of his head and jaws inside of his flesh. The light is so bright. Before his whole body just explodes down to the waist, juddering and landing on the ground. The last gun in his grip just exploding as the magazine overloads from all the massive electricity.
Ah!
Rosius, roll 2d10 for me, please.
I knew it was going to happen. A 2 and a 4.
That's not so bad at all. The lightning bolt streaks down, and by either the Emperor's benevolence, or monumental luck, or the intervention of some kind of deity, your flak armor manages to soak the majority of the blast, and you take 2 points
2 points?
of energy damage.
Owie!
2d10, please.
That would be you, Ein.
2d10, bruh.
Roll low, baby, low. 62.
8. Alrighty. You managing to just roll aside at the very last moment, get grazed by the blast, and once more your flak armor provides the magnificent protection that it is renowned for, and you take 4 points of energy damage as the energy blast scorches across your upper torso and the side of your body, like down by your ribs, but you remain alive and well. And for a few more moments, you lie on the ground with lightning slamming down all around you, turning your entire world into a hell of flashing lights and ozone. And after a few minutes, storm drifts on down the road and away from you guys, obliterating more of the countryside with impunity.
I look towards Elias. Sir, perhaps next time underneath the large thing that can protect us from lightning.
Well, you could have said that before Emil here got all explodey.
Emil owes me $5. I am much sad.
What's $1?
Oh
Also, I
yeah,
didn't
what is
get
his
paid
dog?
at all, did I?
Well, at least now we know what happened to the other squad.
Let's
Yeah,
quick
boys.
Oh,
check
medical
on the
attention.
chimera.
Okay. Let's
Sorry, what's
check
that,
out.
Mr. Lady?
Medical attention. Probably everybody needs it except me.
You sure you can't do anything for Emil's legs here?
You sure you don't need any medical attention after that hot molten metal slapped you in the face?
Oh yeah, fine. Fine, burns a little.
Alrighty. So, gents, what would you like to do?
I would like to curse the Emperor under my breath so nobody thinks I'm a heretic.
Oh, do I hear him?
Do I hear that?
Perception checks, both of you.
You guys are gonna.
Ha! Stealth check.
Ooh!
See if your muttering goes unheard.
You didn't hear it. You're looking in the fucking Chimera.
Oh.
Excellent!
21 for him. Anybody roll believe for 21 on the commissariat and squad leader side of things?
Oh!
26.
Oh, close! What's your awareness, Matt?
Oh wait, no awareness. Okay, that's a 6. Yeah, okay, that's not gonna happen.
No, I mean, what's your yeah, sorry, it is awareness.
Perception is 26.
26. You rolled a 26, your perception is 26.
Yep.
I rolled a 21, which is lower.
No, it's not an opposed roll. Remember, it's not like DnD where you roll against an armor class or something.
Yeah, but for me to live, it should be.
Ooh, sorry, just give me a sec, because I'm trying to think now.
If he
Fuck it, you guys
confronts
handle
you,
it how you want to handle it.
you could, like, I said, like, oh, the Emperor blessed us. We might have
Okay,
died.
so, Commissar, you definitely hear some disgruntled, slightly heretical mumblings coming from Roseus.
The man who killed everyone.
You just hear...
Yeah, but I'm
What-
probably still
what was
deaf
that,
from the
soldier?
exploding gas gun.
I said the Emperor is the greatest.
Deception.
Oh god.
What?
I may or may not be persuasive. I am not persuasive.
You are left feeling profoundly unimpressed by your soldier's story, Commissar.
One more slip like that, soldier, and we are going to have words.
Yes, sir.
Be thankful we're not at base right now.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Rumble quieter and farther away. Yes, sir.
That's warning 2, soldier.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So, gents, what are you guys doing?
Mumble silently, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I look around to see if I can find Emil's dog tag somewhere in the exploded remains of him?
You do find them. They're
Then-
slightly below where his chest cavity used to be.
Alright, I'll grab them and
They
shove him into the hole that I dug and
They-
kind of cover his legs up.
They should also be ensconced in glass.
What's that, Quintus?
Are his dog tags fused to him?
They're kind of a melted, unrecognizable mess at this point. Quintus, make... Oh, I'm assuming you're checking your chimera. You're trying to get it going.
Yeah.
As you turn the key, you hear the engine turn over, turn over, turn over, stop.
Stop.
So I take it it's not working.
Does
Yeah.
not appear to be so.
Oh.
Alright.
Everybody say a prayer to the machine god.
That's your job. You and Malachi get this Chimera running. Rest of us form up a perimeter and keep an eye out for enemies.
Malachi, get your pot here and pray very hard to the machine god.
Okay. Besides praying, are you going to attempt anything
Nah, just
else?
sit there praying.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Can I reroll or what should I do?
Well, if you're gonna try and repair it, you're gonna have to make a... Isn't there... I think you have a repair skill, don't you?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Only got like
Tech
technical knock.
use?
I make a tech use roll for me to try and repair it.
Ooh!
15.
Very, very nice. You guys are slightly perturbed when you see him pop open the engine hatch of the Chimera and start pulling out various pipes, wires, and things that look like they will be very, very important. You see him like, yank them out
can-
and throw them on the sand, and after a while climb back inside, and
Griffey.
the engine turns over without a hitch. Yes.
Can I make the thing even better than it used to because it was crap?
You notice that upon starting the vehicle, the plume of blue smoke that you have now come to characterize this chimera by is no more.
Let's see.
Stealth Chimera, yay!
Hey, Quintus, how's the heavy bolter doing? I haven't been around the front of it yet.
It's fused. It's molten. It's destroyed. It's no more.
Fantastic.
It has ceased to be.
That's yet more things that you signed for that have now been destroyed.
Sir, I don't think you're fair to me, sir.
I'm perfectly fair to all of those under my command. And now, everyone mount up. Let's get going again.
Yes.
Alrighty. In the wake of the storm, you guys take it slow and drive towards the forest, and after a few days more, you make it there. So, you being near the forest at this point, you know there are 1 or 2 roads branching out in this area. Assuming that the forest is on this side and there's a path leading through it, where do you guys want to wait? Assuming over here is where the tree line starts. Just assume this is over a few hundred kilometers of forest land. How deep in do you guys wish to set your ambush? And where and how do you want to set your ambush?
I say we
Not
need to
too
use
deep.
the grenades. Lots of grenades because we don't have any fucking guns on our fucking Chimera.
Well, we did have a heavy bolter, but somebody parked it under some lightning.
Oh!
So, Sergeant,
Okay, I'm gonna draw and see. Is there any bit of road that kind of goes like that, with like a slight curve to it?
so basically so it's out of sight.
Yeah.
You travel for a few days up and down the road trying to find something of that nature, and eventually you do find a turn in the road, where whoever is beyond the bend of it will be out of line of sight of the people coming up it.
Okay.
So you basically want to do something like that, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty, assuming there's forest all around. Okay, so what are you guys trying to do exactly?
So we're gonna need to take down a tree to try and block the road. How big are the trees in this forest?
There's quite a variety of different trees available. Some of them veritably ancient in size, easily capable of blocking a vehicle from traversing the road. There are also smaller saplings and that kind of thing. It's quite a mixed variety of trees, but you'll easily be able to find very, very large trees if need be.
Okay, so can we? Let's where do we want to put the tree? If we can cut down a tree there,
I'm assuming you're going to use the Chimera to drag it there.
yeah, or just not try and cut down one fairly close to the road and hope it falls over there.
Alright.
Also, can my chainsaw cut down trees?
With a lot of wear and tear and the machine spirit being exceptionally unhappy with you, yes, it can.
Or we could just try and push one out the floor with the Chimera. It's already
Okay.
fucked.
What might be a good
Alright.
idea is if we use a couple of smaller trees, because we want something that we can clear away afterwards, potentially. And if it's something that
You
people
just
could
park
clear
the
away with a
fucking
couple of hours
Chimera
of
on the
work,
road.
then it
It's
would get
useless
them to get out
anyways.
the vehicles as well.
I didn't hear any of that because I'm interrupted.
Sir, we could just park the Chimera on the road. It has no guns anyways.
Well, we want to first cut down the trees, and then after they like go and stop, we want to park the Chimera behind them so they can easily back off.
So if we cut down, which way would they be coming from this way? Hopefully they'd be coming from that way.
Maybe. You don't know.
Maybe. Okay, so cut down a tree there. We'll park. No, that's spinning upside down. Park the Chimera like there, so it can kind of drive either way. and then we're gonna need everyone on one side of the road, so we don't shoot each other across the road. One person at the end to shoot down the column, and as well as the big tree, we'll also want to cut down some smaller trees that we can kind of make into makeshift cover.
Okay.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay. You guys not doing the grenade?
Oh yeah, we
mine things.
Still would like to try that.
Hey, which side of the? Are you gonna try and do mine both sides, or what do you want to try and do?
We should probably have a primary side and then like just some just in case it comes from the other side.
Well, okay. Let's hope they come from
Oh,
this
we
way.
could do one thing. We could have 2 trees ready to fall down when we know where they're coming from, and have grenades on one side. So we have one tree over here, and this tree over here, and have this side like grenade booby trapped. We can like decide which tree we're gonna fall down to trap them. Or just trap them in 2 trees.
That sounds like some stuff could go wrong with that. So, what? Park Chimera here. Have a tree there. Have a tree here. When somebody that we're gonna need 2 spotters.
We're gonna make them, like try to hit the tree down when we know which side they're coming from, so we know which one how to trap them.
How do you suppose we quickly deploy a tree?
4 grenades.
Because
Cut
I
a
thought
small slice and shove a grenade in there.
I thought part of the plan was to make it look like it was natural. Make it look like it was already like just knocked down because of nature for some time. So that they're like, oh
well,
hey, this is an ambush.
we could use the Chimera to take those 2 trees we're gonna use for that shit and like weaken it very, 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 much by, digging stuff away from, that direction. So we don't have to apply much force to topple it down.
Or we cut down a tree, tie it to the back of the Chimera, wait until we know which way they come in, have the Chimera drag it across the right place.
Well, that.
Then why not?
That's
And then double cross to, cut them off from the other side.
Well,
before
then
they see what's going on.
Well, we'll have advance warning because we'll have spotters, and then we unchain the tree and then drive the Chimera around to a blocking position.
That sounds like a solid plan.
Except they're totally going to hear the Chimera.
How noisy is the forest?
Forests aren't that not as noisy as a fucking APC.
Well, but the people with
running much
trucks
better
and
now.
Chimeras of their own, so
Yeah, they'll be in their own vehicles.
And it's running much better now. Don't have to smoke.
Quintus has actually done something good and made it run better. So.
Okay.
Still hear an armored vehicle rumbling in the forest, and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Well.
Okay, so consensus. What are we doing, guys?
So cut down a tree, tie it to the Chimera, drag tree over the right bit of road when we know when they're coming. Have all of us lined up on, let's say, this side of the road here. Have a line of frag grenades along the road furthest away from us.
How do you propose to detonate the frags? Sorry, off.
Do we have we have some ropey stringy stuff, yeah?
Yeah, we got some rope.
Then can we kind of untangle or undo the rope a bit to make it more stringy, and then tie it to to all the grenades?
You want to tie it like each individual ring and try and yank it, or do you want to run it like through all the rings and then try and pull them all at once?
Well, do we have like a demolitions pack with some det line or det cord?
No.
Probably not.
You could have requisitioned some.
Well, we didn't know we'd have to ambush anyone. and our requisitions went so well. Let's do 1 string to each grenade, and that'll... If one doesn't go off, it would be better than the whole of them not going off if they're all tied to one line.
Okay.
And then...
Do you want to create like a...
How do you guys want to prep the trees?
Let's crash the Chimera into it. Trust to like any weak-ish looking old tree. Or are there any fallen trees around?
Yeah. No fallen trees that you can see. Okay,
Alright.
so
Can we
let's get
use
this
the
right.
camera to just, nudge a tree down?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can probably.
See if there's
So the
like an
question
old
is,
tree and
are you
turn
guys
around
going to
it.
have spotters, or what are you going to do exactly?
Yes.
Hey, who's spotting, and how are you guys communicating?
Let's send Nathan and Malachi. Let's a mile up each of the roads. I think
What's
a
the range on
mile-
our voice thingy?
Yeah, what's the beat range on the microbeats?
Your microbeats.
We are required to
factor-
maintain radio silence. Please don't forget, Sergeant.
I know. We're not gonna say anything on the radios.
You do clicks or something.
You could probably get a few hundred meters on a bead without a vox hit to boost it.
All right,
You
we'll
guys
send
don't
them
have
to
email around anymore.
no, poor Emil. But we'll send them to the maximum range that we think the microbeads can go, and when they see something, they will just tap the microbead.
Squelch.
Not actually
Just
say
squelch twice, yeah.
Okay,
and
that
let's
makes
say
sense to me.
for the person up that end, that like 1 click, and the person up this end 2 clicks.
Okay, so who's going to which position?
Let's have Nathan up there and Malachi down at that one.
Okay, and how far away are you guys going to set them up?
Like maximum range of the what,
Like 200
what-
meters.
Yeah.
Okay, and how are you guys want to get back to your group once the firefight breaks out, or are you guys going to fight undermanned?
They'll try and run as fast as they possibly can once the convoy has gone past them.
Okay, that's fine.
Or should we equip them with anti-vehicle grenades and make them hand throw at the
Do you
back
have
armor of the
anti-vehicle
things?
grenades?
Stuff, crack grenades.
Yeah, we have shitloads of them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we don't want them to know that we're here before they're not with where all of us, or the most of us are.
Yeah,
Well,
but
okay.
what I'm saying is
Question.
that we use our spotters to, backstab their vehicles when they're shooting at our guys.
Question.
Okay.
How many crack grenades are you guys going to be utilizing for your mines?
So,
How many have you guys got in total?
right, let's count up grenades.
We have
So we should
2.
all have at least 6 free frags and 3 cracks each.
Yeah.
So it's what 3, 4, 8, 12 cracks in total, eh?
Yep.
Okay. And how many are you going to be
I
using?
have 3 cracks.
So can we get a line of, let's say, 6 frag grenades just along the road? to
Bags
try
or
and-
cracks?
These will be frags to try and
Okay.
take out anyone that gets out of vehicles. And then
Mhm.
if we make a bundle or 2 bundles of 2 bundles of 3 crack grenades and bury 1 kind of where that cross is and 1 where that cross is
Mhm.
to take out any vehicles that we need to take out the rear vehicle.
Okay.
And then
And the other 2 the same, the other side.
yeah, so
So basically 4 groups of 3 and then a line of 6 frags in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be best if we save some of these crack grenades for
How many crack grenades are we using?
in the future?
12.
I think we're gonna use 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just want to have the 6.
Yeah, just a bundle of 3 there, bundle of 3 there.
Okay. Alrighty. So you
What
guys,
is
what
that-
are you going to do with the Chimera in the meanwhile? Are you just going to leave it next to the side of the road, or are you going to...
We'll try and cover it. We'll make sure the tree once we knock down a tree, make sure that's securely tied to it.
Sir, it already looks battle damaged and would be fitting in their setting, wouldn't it, sir?
We can use the branches of the tree we knocked down to cover the camera.
If they find a battle damaged Imperial Chimera here, and
They will
they
be
haven't heard
suspicious.
any reports of a fight here, they will immediately become suspicious.
This is true, sir. But unless they understand about the lightning weapon or the lightning storm.
Does this area look like it's been hit by lightning?
You can pretty much see all across the country as you've been traveling. There are trees and things that have been blasted apart, vast tracts of land that have been blackened. These lightning storms are a fact of life here. Whether or not they'll assume an Imperial damaged vehicle this far away from the battle lines is a coincidence is entirely Up to whoever finds it.
Maybe
We should
take
cover it
Malachi's
up
legs
with the
and put them over
branches
here.
of the tree we fell down.
Okay, so
Uh,
to recap, we've got 2 spotters, we've got a line of 6 frags, we've got 2 bundles of 3 cracks, and you guys are going to try and drag a tree across the road to block off the people and blow out the rear vehicle with the cracks, correct?
yes.
Alrighty. Okay, so you've got your 2 spotters who are going to be spending their day sitting watching the road from the either end. The rest of you guys, are you going to be sitting in your chimera watching it day in, day out kind of thing, waiting for the supply run?
Yeah, and preparing any small trees to make little walls we can hide behind, and digging some trenches along our side of the road.
While we're doing this, can I like perform medical attention on people to bring HP back? Possibly.
You mean, yeah.
Okay, you can restore 1 hit point per day, per person. How many people are injured?
Me.
Me.
All of us?
All of you. Okay, you'll have to choose who you want to work on every day.
I'm fine being loved by the Emperor.
You'll have to choose who you want to work on. Each person can regain one hit point every day, as you still have to go about your normal duties, and you guys are digging trenches and setting up barricades and that kind of thing. I want you guys to pick around this area 2 places for barricades and 2 places for trenches.
Let's say barricade there, barricade there.
Barricades here, hey?
Yeah.
There's some
then
trees.
Let's go for a trench here.
In the road.
Oh, is that the road? Is it? I
Oh,
thought
next to the road.
this one. Yeah, kind of just slightly off the road,
Okay.
but so they can still shoot.
Probably
around
noticed
here
that
as long.
though.
And then
Okay.
so trench there.
Alrighty. So, over the next few weeks, you guys get treated as best Marcus can with the limited facilities available to him. Malachi and Nathan spend their days watching the road. And more than anything else, boredom and constant vigilance becomes your greatest enemy.
I'll make sure they all clean their last guns, polish the Chimera, really
Yeah.
make that melted heavy bolter look good.
Alrighty. Days passed. Days, day 2, day 3, day 4. Up to this point, you guys have managed to recover 4 hit points. Who has recovered those 4 hit points? Who did you treat, Marcus?
Who is the most wounded?
I am down 3 hit points.
I'm down 3.
Say 2-1-1 for Ein 2, Rosius and me 1.
Sure.
Okay. Days passed. Nothing is in evidence. You guys hear a lot of air traffic heading over your little spot, but it does not appear that anybody is on the ground. Another week passes. You guys regain 7 hit points in total, distributing them as you see fit.
Well, I'll probably need to heal myself. Can I do that?
Yeah,
Probably.
treat yourself to your delicious drug cabinet.
Okay. Who still need health?
Wait,
I'm only missing 2 at the, or 1 at the 2 at this point.
Jose's and Jax both need 2, I think.
No, I need 1.
So 2, 1, and then there's 4 left.
Well, I took 3 to heal myself from the 7.
Okay, so everybody gets patched up, no problems.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay. Time passes, and coming into your 3rd week, your food stores are starting to run low. Rations are starting to become a priority. Those of you who want to carry on eating for the next few days,
Can we start trying to forage?
you may. I just need you guys to roll a survival check. And each person who gets 1 degree of success manages to forage enough food for 1 person per day.
20.
What's your survival skill?
Nothing.
Yes, it's just straight 0.
Oh.
I
But my
I am not meant to survive.
Yeah, my survival skill is
Nope.
12, but it's untrained. That's my.
I have a negative 119.
Okay. In spite of your best efforts, you guys do not seem to find any of the alleged edible tubers and various other delicious foods that you're known this planet to host.
1
Support
point.
human life.
Fucking point.
On the third day of the third week, you hear your microbead. Nathan is one click, correct?
Yeah.
You hear your microbead click. For a moment, you're not even sure if that was him signaling or if that was atmospheric interference.
Well, I'll go to the trenches.
Yeah, I'll
Even
do-
just
I'll
in
just-
case, even if it isn't nothing, it's better
I'll
to
do
go.
is just assume that it is the correct signal and order Quintus drag the tree across this bitch.
Roger that.
Alrighty, make a drive vehicle check for me, Ian.
99 time.
Log into the right spot.
God.
It's gonna end up
It'll be
horribly.
fine.
Oh.
Manages to pull the vehicle, to pull the tree across, kind of half covering the lane, slightly misjudging how much force he needed to apply to get it into the proper position. Are you going to dislodge the chimera from the tree, or are you guys going
Yeah.
to leave it hitched to it?
We'll try and quickly
Yeah,
unchain
cut
the
the
tree
chains.
and then get
Chuck.
the chimera to come around like there, ready to cross the road at the back of the
Alrighty.
colony.
Over here, where will you guys be in relation to your little ambush that you're setting up?
I'm gonna get behind this barrier.
Alright.
Who has what's like the best automatic gun we've got at the minute? Probably just a last gun.
Alaskan.
Last guns.
Automatic-y people are gonna need to be up behind in the trenches on either side.
Who's got the lines for the grenades?
Yep. And I have 5 frags left.
Then I'm saying who's got the lines, like the ropes attached to the grenades you guys want to pull?
I'll take the ropes for the crack grenades. Whoever is in behind this barrier can have the ones for the frags along the road.
Okay.
I will
Best
be
view,
in the
where are you
second.
guys?
I will be behind the second batch of barricades then on the other side with the frag grenades.
Where's the Imperial Guards Commissar model? Do we have one? or-
There. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, there, yeah. Someone's just placed it there.
Okay, Commissar there. Squad Sergeant Jack's there. Eric over there. Where's Quintus? Quintus is in the vehicle, and where's Rosea's being?
Let's see here.
Let's see how well they do with the ambush.
Boom.
Okay. You guys, as you take your places, attempting to conceal yourself, I would like you all to make stealth checks. Attempting to act natural. I'm assuming you're killing the engine in the hopes of remaining
Nope.
stealth.
Nope.
I rolled a 21.
You blend in and become one with the earth.
While we're ready my grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
35.
Should I also roll? I'm in the forest now.
No, it's fine. I'm taking it as a group. Alrighty. As you guys sit in tense silence, waiting for the vehicles to come down the road, you hear a gentle rumbling, slowly getting louder and louder and louder, before you see a truck. Very standard Imperial flatbed truck come trundling down the road with what appears to be crates of some kind on the back of it. And right behind it, another identical truck. And you can see on the back, bored-looking troops standing looking around, one of them throwing what appears to be a rock or something off into the forest and off the side of it, all busy chatting, all with last guns slung over their shoulders, nobody really paying attention as they slowly come driving down the road here. And you see, driving right behind them, a guardsman on what appears to be some kind of motorbike, trailing the column, probably about 20 meters to their rear. As they slowly approach your barricade, you see them slow down, or you see the front truck honk 3 times before stopping. Not appear that any of them have noticed anything untoward just yet. The front truck is now stopped probably about 5 meters away from your obstruction, and the others have come to a halt behind him, and you can see some of the guardsmen peering around. One of them you see lean around the side of the cab, talking to the driver inside of it, speaking softly. You guys can hardly hear them over the sound of the rumbling of their engines. So, what would you like to do?
Who has the signal jammer?
Are they the enemy? They are the enemies, right,
I
Dali?
mean, the signal jammer that got hit by lightning that Emil had.
Yeah, it's still fine, yeah?
You can certainly try.
Can I attempt to use it?
Attempt to do so. As you flick on the signal jammer, there is no telltale blinky red light like the last time Emil handled the unit. Not appear to be functional.
Can I make a prayer to the Emperor and try again?
You may certainly try. Have a fate point or something that you'd like to burn?
No!
It still appears to be off.
Well, then the trigger's going to kill people before they get a chance to say anything.
We have
Yeah.
grenade launchers, right?
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
3,
can,
2, 1, go.
can
What are you
I
guys doing?
pull the strings for the crack grenades?
I will also shoot a shoot. What kind of grenade should I use? A frag or a?
You decide. Okay, so you want to take out the front vehicle or the back vehicle with the crack suppose? You got 2 bundles.
Yeah, both of them.
You want to take both at once?
Yeah.
I want you to roll. Fuck, what's that? It's 3 per side, so that's 60, 10. Damage, what's the armor penetration on a crack grenade? Since open flatbed trucks do not have a hell of a lot of armor, but they do have some.
6.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
That's
So-
why they're crack grenades.
So, 66. Alrighty. 60, 10, sorry. For crack grenades. Zayas, what are you doing?
I'm gonna prep a frag grenade for any personnel. Or actually, no. I'll prep a crack grenade and ready until after I see the reaction of their troops.
Hold on, that's 1 grenade, so that's 19 plus 19 plus
That's
12.
one-
So that's 33.
33. Okay, next
and
one.
then 6 penetration with that.
I'll do that in a second, so it's 33 minus
Oh,
6.
that's a 10.
Roll
Righteous
again.
Fury.
Oh, 33 again. One of them's a 10.
Roll
Do I-
again. Oh, that could have been a 7.
So 34.
How much is that in total?
That's
34. Okay, at this point I would like you all to roll initiative for me. Well, I quickly work out or resolve the hits from the cracks. I didn't realize these trucks had so little armor. That's
I was
gonna
expecting
be a
chimeras
thing.
or something.
I was also expecting chimeras until I actually prepped this week, and I was like, oh.
Yes!
Okay, so
Fuck me.
the first thing that happens is you guys see twin plumes of dirt get kicked up, and you just see the 2 trucks, the front one's entire front cabin getting blasted apart and evaporated, as you just see the axle of the front of the vehicle getting blown apart, and it suddenly sag, impaling the front end of the... Basically the load, the flatbed of the truck, basically just impaling the front part of it into the ground as the front cabin just disappears under a hail of the crack blast. The vehicle at the back has the exact opposite reaction, as pretty much the back third of the truck just evaporates, taking the 3 guys sitting on the back of the cab with it as well. The back of the vehicle slumping back. The guy on the bike, though, is very good on the uptake, though, and manages to avoid the worst of the blast, ducking to the side as a piece of metal comes past his head. Alrighty, initiative orders. Anybody 10 or more?
13.
2 13s. So we've got Max and Marcus.
Marcus. Yes.
Both on 13. Anybody
got
else
8.
from 8 to 10?
8.
Quintus 8. Okay,
5
anybody
plus 3,
else?
so 8.
7.
7 for the Commissar, and how much is
6.
6 for Roseus. And the enemy has 14. Wow. Not that it's going to help them much at this point. Okay. That's a pretty good bonus. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty then. So, you guys are gonna get a hell of a chance to mangle these poor motherfuckers. So those 2 guys in the cab. Whoops, sorry about that. 2 guys in the cab got murdered. These 2 guys are still okay in the front here. 6 guy on the bike. Alrighty then. Starting with Jax and Marcus. You just saw 2 of the enemies in the cab disappear in a massive explosion of flame, and you just saw the rear of the other truck just get vaporized as well. Actually, it's one too many guys. So, what do you guys want to do?
Aim and semi-auto burst.
You gonna aim as well?
Yeah, aim and
Alrighty.
semi-auto burst.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's plus 50 to your roll. Because you get plus 30 from the surprise and plus 40, plus 10 from the aim, plus 30 from the surprise round. Okay, roll to hit. What's your ballistic skill?
My ballistic skill is 31.
Ambushes in this game are really fucking good. Jesus Christ.
27.
27. And your ballistic skill is how much?
31.
31. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees of success. That means you stitch 3 rounds down range at the enemies. That's 1d10 plus what for your last gun?
Plus 3.
Okay, are you aiming at one specific guy, or are you just gonna try and put one into each of them, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, one into each of them.
Alrighty. Poor enemies. Yeah,
How many shots was that? 3.
total. Imagine if you had a fully automatic weapon, it would be 1 shot for every degree of success. It would have been doubled as many.
Lord.
Righteous Fury! Damn! That guy's gonna get hurt. Oh,
Damn.
That's
Damn!
19 for that.
Okay. As you guys see the explosions go off, Marcus was waiting for that. And as he fires a burst from his last gun, you see the first one punch straight into the eye socket of the closest enemy. And for a moment his head seems to be fine before it just suddenly explodes as the liquid inside of his brain liquefies explosively, vaporizing him and popping his helmet off like it was launched from a rocket. The 2 second shots punch into the body armor of the enemies behind him, knocking them, one of them to the ground and the other one to his knees, but appearing to do no further harm to them. Jax, what are you doing?
I'm also going to aim and take a semi-auto burst.
Okay. Alrighty, you firing at the front truck again? There's 2 guys who just got hit as well, or are you gonna aim for the back group?
I'll aim for the closest 2, so the ones at the front.
Yep. So aim plus 30, it's plus 40, okay. Wow. What's your
That was so
ballistic
close.
skill?
28.
You hit once!
Yay!
Make a 1d10 and then add your plus 3 to that.
Okay.
10 plus?
Okay.
What is this
10
bullshit?
plus
For
3.
minions.
So that's
13.
16 altogether.
Oh shit, 16. Fuck! Armor absorbs 4. That's enough to kill that guy. Alrighty, the guy knocked down to his knees, busy crossing himself to the Emperor, making the sign of the Aquila that he'd survived the heretic shot, promptly has a last bolt enter his ear before explosively vacating the left side of his face, instantly dropping him to the ground as well. Alrighty, that's Jax. Marcus. Quintus, what are you doing?
I'm driving the truck into ambush position.
Okay. Let's say that's half your action, driving the truck. You've got half an action remaining. What would you like to do? So you come bursting out of the tree line behind these enemies.
And then I'll, if I can't fire, then I will fire.
Well, what are you shooting? Remember, your heavy bolter is slag at this point.
Yeah, my last
He's
rifle
imagining.
then. No,
Okay,
I
so you're
can't
gonna-
because I have to go out of the truck, so that's an action. So yeah.
Just drive over the fucking
Yeah, it's crashing.
bike person.
Just fucking,
Yeah, okay, I'll just drive into somebody. Fuck it.
Hey, make a vehicle test for me. And we'll say you'll get a bonus because this guy is unsurprised at the sudden chimera. Suddenly chimeras.
Prize motherfucker.
Okay, so it's plus 20 to your test. What's your drive skill?
37.
37, 57. Wow, on the
Wow.
dot. Okay. Quintus ramps the chimera out of the brush behind you guys, hits a tree, plows straight through it before body sliding the chimera into the bike, slamming it over and crushing the one leg of the sniper as the bike flips over with him, slamming him into the roadside. Alright, Commissar, what are you doing?
I want to jump up.
That's
Semi-auto
to
burst one of the
justice.
closest guardsmen, closest enemies with my bolt pistol, and then shout to tell the
Alrighty.
rest of them to surrender.
Okay, interesting. Alright, so it's plus 30 because they are surprised, and semi-auto burst, sure. Ballistic skill, roll them D100s. I'm so sad, I hate surprise. I'm giving all the enemies in the future rapid reaction so they can try and avoid this bullshit.
Okay, 2 degrees of success.
2 degrees success, okay, so that's 1 extra shot, so you put 2 bolt pistol rounds down range. Roll for them damages.
This first one does, hold on.
9?
No, it's 10 penetration 4.
It's 1d10, or how does it work?
It's 1d10 plus 5.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh, a
And the
bolt
next
pistol.
one does 12 penetration 4.
Ooh, okay. That's actually completely enough to bypass Imperial Guard armor. These two guys just evaporate as the one gets shot in the chest by a bolt round, just blowing a massive hole in his chest cavity, and the other one getting taken in the ribs before just getting down to the ground as once more a huge dinner plate sized chunk of his stomach is just blown apart by the bolt round, instantly killing the two of them. Alrighty, Roseus. There's a guy on the ground with a broken leg with a bike flipped on top of him, and one still unwounded enemy on top of a flatbed truck looking around now at all his allies getting stitched out of the air around him.
Okay. I will kill the poor guy who's not hurt.
Alrighty.
I'll use
Yelling
my-
in high gothic for them to surrender, eh?
Yes.
Okay, that guy doesn't hear you. Alrighty, Roseus, what are you doing?
I will use my arms and ability to switch from grenade launcher to las rifle.
Aw. Yeah?
I will aim at the guardsman sniper in the back
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can't pop his head off.
So, cold shot, alright.
Yep.
So that's plus 10, minus 10, plus 30. So plus 30 to your ballistic skill.
And, yep.
Oh.
Yep. What are you aiming for, head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Plus 30, so just roll your ballistic skill, and then... Okay, so that puts us on...
7. That's a 7.
A
Wow.
hit, that's definitely a hit. Roll damage for me.
My ballistic skill is a 49.
Yep, you hit with like 7 degrees of success.
8 damage.
8. Alrighty, 8 damage. You hit him in the side of the neck. Enough to like see him like drop his gun as he falls down and clutches his neck, but it does not appear to kill him. Alrighty. Finally, the enemies get a chance to react. Oh my god.
And they roll around screaming. Ah!
I actually do have to do that now. Let's see if they bottle. No, they don't. Wow, some iron discipline on these motherfuckers. Alrighty. The one on the ground with the bike on top of him is going to try and pull himself out from under the bike, but he fails his strength check, so that doesn't happen. And then with the remainder of his action, he's going to pop a shot at you, Roseus, since you're the closest person that he can see. Let's see if he can hit.
He will fail.
Poof! You see him blow a huge chunk of wooden splinters out in front of you as he hits the log that you're using as a barricade. Okay, so that's you safe. Next guy, up on the truck. See him hold his hand over his ear, where you assume his microbead is, and you can see him furiously start yelling into the communications array. Okay, so that's done. So he's talked. Okay, so with the remainder of his actions, he's going to jump off the truck and see if he makes his agility test. Yes, he does. And who's this? Sergeant Jax.
Me, hello.
You see him pull out 2 frag grenades,
Oh lord.
and with a shout to the Emperor, he runs towards you.
Oh god.
Allah Akbar.
Allah Akbar! Not quite. Alrighty. That is frag grenade, so that's 2d10, hey? Was it 1d10? Double check for me quickly.
Frag grenade is 1. Oh god, where are they?
I have too many pages open.
Yeah,
my
I'm
my
scrolling.
finger
I'm
just scratched.
scrolling. I'm scrolling.
Here it is.
2d10.
Okay. 2d10. Okay, so that's 4d10 in total. Okay, so I need you. You still have your reaction left, so you can make a dodge roll.
I really would like to.
So attempt your dodge roll. I'm going to use Ein's dice then. Actually, I have some of Ein's dice already copied earlier, so I can just use those.
40.
40, what's your agility modifier?
Agility modifier is +4. Is that the bonus or?
Yeah, your bonus.
Yeah,
So it's +4. Alrighty. So that's 6 plus 1. What's that, a 9? It's a 6. So it's 7. Oh, you fucker. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 2 is 12. And you're flak armored, and it gives you double damage resistance versus blast. So that's 8 minus 12. Alrighty. You just fail to get out of the blast radius as you dive backwards trying to get away from him. And he dives towards you, and as he's mid-air trying to grapple you, you see him just suddenly come apart before you get knocked flat in your back as the frag blast goes off. Almost point blank. And somehow, miraculously, your flak armor keeps you safe from the majority of the explosion, as small pieces of shrapnel punch into your arms, legs, and stomach, causing you to double over as the searing pain suddenly floods your body. Alright, you fuckers have successfully done another ambush.
Yay!
Everybody is dead. Although,
Apart
you
from
have
except
one
one.
wounded.
I'm
Except
also.
for that guy.
How much damage did I take from those grenades?
You took 4 points from the
Ah,
grenades.
well, that's not as much as bad as I thought.
Black gives you double damage versus blast. Double protection versus blast. Okay. It's the enemy's turn. Jackson, Marcus. One guy left. You just tried to shoot you. He's got a broken leg. He's lying in the road. What would you guys like to do?
Can I even take a shot at him?
You wouldn't be able to take a shot, but you could move around to try and get to him.
Can I pull out my chainsword and try and get us like next to him and tell him to
Yes.
surrender?
Well, okay. Yeah, you
Or-
can try and get up on your feet and run at him. You won't be able to get to him this turn, but you definitely be able to do it next turn.
Okay, can I run and try and
Scream
take
at him
cover wherever I can
like
halfway then?
foam and like act all mad and scare the shit out of him.
Okay, you see Jax get up on his feet and stagger over, drunkenly waving his chainsaw, bellowing for the enemy to surrender in the wake of just having survived a grenade blast. You see the enemy immediately start lining up a shot as he comes into line of sight. Quintus, what do you want to do?
Can I
You just
go
ran
out?
a guy on a bike over, he's on the ground. You can't really see him now as you're pretty close to him and half your hatch is melted from the lightning strike. What would you like to do?
What about that guy who's aiming at Hippo? Can I drive over him?
Well, he's close to you. You can't see him at the moment. He's like below your viewing angle, if that makes sense. So, like that. You're seeing feeding out of the little green line. He's basically below your line of sight, lying flat on the ground.
And the
3,
guy
2,
who is
1.
behind me, I'm not sure about him.
What guy behind you?
The guy I just ran over.
He's in
That
front
is
of
this
you.
guy.
You knocked him over. He was on a bike, so you knocked him off the bike, basically.
But fuck it, I'm just gonna drive him over.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
You guys see Quintus
Did
like kind of
oh
like stop.
sorry, fuck no, sorry, I didn't see our guy there.
That's not
But
your
our
guy.
guy.
That's the
the
enemy.
bad guy.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
you guys
just
see.
going to go like, how far is it to our guy here?
It's like 20 feet.
Yeah, I'm only gonna go like 10 feet.
You guys see Quintus lower the dozer blade and nonchalantly run over the enemy bike and combatant. You hear a garbled scream followed by a crunching noise before he stops, and then some blood runs slowly out from under the dozer blades. Okay, so you guys have successfully ambushed an enemy convoy, although they did manage to get a message off.
Did anyone
Of
remember
some
why we
kind.
wanted to ambush this convoy?
Oh,
I'll
you know,
ask
to
you,
get some
Sergeant.
information from someone that was alive.
Oh,
we should probably-
sorry. Sorry.
Would he have heard me shouting orders from inside the Chimera anyway?
Probably not.
Hmm.
I think we should start looting whatever we can now and then get the fuck out of here.
Maybe we find something interesting. Hopefully find something useful.
Right.
Sergeant, you
You
okay?
guys have a third of a truck and 2/3 of another truck, one with an intact cab, one without a cab, and then a bike that's got a big ding in it on the ground.
is the bike salvageable?
Need somebody with a bit of tech know-how,
Right.
but maybe.
Can
I'm salvaging it.
yeah, I'll order Quintus to get out and have a
Fuck
sake.
off!
What are you trying to do, Quintus? You're trying to see if the bike is still operable.
Well, I can salvage from it also.
You don't spot much on the bike. It looks like he's got a few canteens of water, a couple of trail rations, and very suspicious-looking bars, very similar to the rations you guys were issued. Almost exactly the same, in fact. All of them stamped with the Imperial Aquila with them as
Except
well.
these ones look evil.
Evil.
Alrighty.
Kill
Quick-
our own people.
Quick question. What armor were those people wearing?
They were wearing flak armor, but of the same purple hue that you guys have encountered every time thus far.
Oh, phew. Okay, I feel better now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is the bike like still able to be a bike?
Quintus would need to tech use it to give you guys a better idea.
Oh,
I mean, that
Aw.
6 didn't even roll.
it did.
Reroll that thing.
Iron's the worst at rolling dice.
My god.
No, SB is the worst at rolling dice. He's in SB's spot.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay. Quintus, the bike does look salvageable to you. You think that as soon as you climb on this thing, it's probably just going to be heresy and explosions for days, so better stay clear of it.
Okay.
The machine god has cursed that bike.
It did not like its heretical owner. Alrighty.
I'm gonna shout.
What are the rest of you guys trying to do?
I
I'm
suggest
gonna-
we search everything else.
Yeah, I'm
we can
gonna
search,
go.
like, any bodies, any crates that are still on the track.
Okay, I'm going to
Scavenge.
assume you take your time. So this will be
Yup.
an easy check, plus 20. What do
Fuck
you guys
off!
find?
It always
Quintus-
like
You don't find anything. You only have eyes for your chimera, your lovely, lovely chimera that just ran over a heretic so beautifully.
I stroked my tractor a little and said, "Good God."
I got 39.
39.
I got 66.
What's your normal perception check?
26.
Girl, you don't need no
46.
girls to be deadly.
Roseus, you don't really find much. You find a couple of ration bars, which are a godsend seeing as your food supplies have been died up until this point. You also find a couple of pictures of what you think might be this guy's wife or girlfriend in some very suggestive poses.
Sounds like heresy.
Dips.
Anybody else? What's the next check? We've got Roseus, we've got Quintus. Commissar, how much did you get?
I got 33,
33 plus 20. What's your normal perception?
26.
Oh wow, okay. You managed to salvage from the cab of the second vehicle a data slate. It looks like it survived the explosion with nothing more than a cracked display, but does still appear to be functional. You also
I'll go
see
see
a
the
las
unit.
pistol with a spare clip in the door, like slid into the door. Probably the driver's weapon.
I'll just stick that in my bag, and I'll go and sit and read the status log while everyone else carries on searching.
Alright, Commissar done. Marcus, what do you roll?
5.
5. Like 5-5.
5.
Jesus. Let me just
He
put the
finds
loot table
the
here.
Emperor just chilling in a box.
Oh my god. Oh wow, okay. Well, that's gonna...
Where's all the Emperor going?
I am so sad now. Marcus! You managed to find 2 frag grenades, 3
Sweet.
spare cells for a las gun,
Sweet.
47 Imperial credits,
Okay.
and... what is this? Oh. That's a bizarre thing. You also find a pistol of a design that you have never seen before. It appears to have a very, very smooth, almost fluted tip, with what appears to be gentle scroll work and look like thorned roses basically coiled around the barrel, running towards the handle at the back, where it has some kind of fire selector, as well as a very ornately, fancily wrought trigger.
Huh. Fancy.
Those of you who would know, actually only the Commissar really would know. Commissar, if you see the weapon, you can make a forbidden knowledge check at -20 to try and discern the nature of it.
Well, is you going to show me the weapon?
Commissar, I found this
Heresy.
pistol? Heresy. I found heresy. What is this?
I found this heresy.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, give it to him.
Oh, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Wow. Yeah. That
Okay.
Actually, no. I had to roll a 12. That makes me so sad.
It's actually still close enough.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to give you all the information, but to give you some. This looks like a weapon used by the Xenos known as the Eldar.
I'm confiscating this soldier. This is Xenotech. We have to get it purged when we get back to base.
Yes, sir.
But well done for finding it.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, that's Marcus done. Jax, what did you roll in your search check?
I got 39.
Your perception is?
20.
Wow, alrighty. You actually managed to do shit.
By 1.
You managed to do 1! You find a... What is this? Sorry, I just need to check this table quickly. Give me a sec.
You find
I
out.
have
I
not
don't even
seen
know
it.
what this is.
God, I had to check the table. You find what appears to be some kind of primitive firearm. Doesn't have any place for a power cell, but you do see with it what looks to be a clip of some kind of brass projectiles that go inside it.
Have I not seen one of these before?
No, it must be some kind of trophy piece that one of the troops was carrying with them.
What the
Alright.
fuck is up with these people and pistols?
I'll make sure the safety's on and slide it into my boot.
Alrighty. It's basically a hand cannon.
Okay.
It does 2d10 damage. It's got no penetration though, and it's got a clip size of 4. It can only be fired in single shot. Cannot be semi-autoed or anything else.
Okay. Damage of what?
2d10 damage, 0 penetration, clip size of 4, only single fire. Takes a full round to reload.
That's fucking amazing.
Basically, like a hand cannon, little magnum revolver,
Delicious.
almost. Okay, having successfully scrounged through the enemy equipment, finding a little bit of rations, a few guns, Letty finding apparently an entire fucking treasure trove in somebody's cab. What else would you guys like to do? Since this has taken you a good 20 minutes of scrounging.
Can we siphon off any fuel and get it in the
It's not a
Chimera?
bad idea. I was wondering when somebody was going to think of the fuel solution.
Oh, also, can we
The fuel.
maybe look for documents?
I'm
The
actually
commissar has a
busy
tab.
scratching 2 X's on my Chimera.
Alrighty, you guys find Quintus unhelpful when it comes to siphoning fuel off the enemy vehicle as he seems to be engaged in the ancient art of kill marking his Chimera's weaponless hull.
Can I just shout at him? Quintus, stop defacing your vehicle. It's not your property.
I'm marking it the glory of the Emperor.
If the Emperor wanted it marked, he'd mark it himself.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Can I go wipe off the marks?
You try, but despite your best efforts, it seems that he can actually etch them into the metal with his
Oh, for
combat
God's
knife. Alrighty, you guys managed to siphon off most of the fuel inside the rearmost truck. Gently, delicately, as there's still fire upon lots of it. But prevent yourselves from setting anybody on fire, and you seem to have a 2/3 of your tank once more refilled with holy promethium,
Ooh, you know what
ready
else
to
we
do
should
service
do?
for the Emperor.
We should collect the frag grenades that didn't go off.
Oh yes. Reclaim.
So, Malachi, have Nathan and Malachi managed to get back to us yet?
You see them huff in, having to just like run a few hundred meters with their heavy ass kit.
Then, Malachi, disarm the grenades.
He looks at you kind of like unbelievingly before saluting half-heartedly and stumbling towards the grenades to go and pull them out.
The Emperor believes in you if you believe in yourself.
Roll
Everybody else
agility
just
for
quickly
me.
get away from him.
Roll agility for me as the winded Malachi tries to pull apart a very cunningly set trap.
So cunning.
So cunning.
Much cunning.
Bye.
Oh god.
Bye.
Everything is fine.
No.
He did it. Fine.
Oh, fuck me.
You guys are
Hippo,
busy
you
packing
killed
up,
my
loading
comrade.
up the rear of the Chimera with your loot, depositing, swapping out your clips that are somewhat, have some shots off of them, getting them ready to reload them at a later stage. And
I'm
while
sharing my
you're busy doing
clips.
this, you just hear a muffled, and you look behind you, and you see Malachi over here, over there,
Fuck
over
you,
that
Hippo.
tree over there,
That did not go well.
and just a massive, like 1 meter deep hole with frag grenades had gone off.
I walk over to Sergeant Jax and I say, "Sir, he seems to have failed."
I'm sure the Emperor planned this. That, or there must have been a booby trap in one of the trucks that he triggered. I'm sure that's the reason.
I then brush away something wet from his chest. I fully understand and agree, sir.
The
And
commissar
you've just got
said
full
the most
ass-kissing mode,
well-behaved
haven't
sigh
you?
ever.
You taken away the only reason I want to survive anymore. This is fully blown, and you killed yourself, guys. You gotta realize.
Okay, so, having loaded up the Chimera, having survived the firefight without any casualties,
Yeah, Malachi
no
was
need to
my
lose
secret
somebody
lover,
to a mine
you know.
attempt. Okay, so, guys successfully have now ambushed 2 different enemy groups. What would you like to do? I'm assuming you guys want to read the data slate while driving.
Yes.
Which direction are you heading in with the Chimera away from
Well,
the site of the ambush?
first, we should probably push the remainder of the trucks off the road.
I don't know if
Are
it's
you
worth.
sure?
Sergeant, I don't know if it's worth cleaning up, considering they got a message off already. We probably should just.
Oh,
get
did he? I didn't
out
see
here.
that. I don't see much these days.
should just go.
What does the data select you've got there say?
Well,
As you flip through it, it's mostly pornography, more pornography, some more pornography after that. Bearing in mind, these are soldiers that have been here for years out in the front. Many
I
of
like to
them
keep
without
this for
much
intelligence purposes.
in the way of recreation. However, on page 43 of the slate, you eventually see a map of this region. Very similar to the one that you guys got given by the Colonel before your mission started. Except this one has marked on it all the enemy key positions behind this front.
Sweet.
And you notice that in the mountain passes beyond this forest is what appeared to be the destination that they were aiming for.
Sounds
Oh.
good. Does the map also show like what kind of supply lines have they got around here? Have they got? Is it all roads? Is it rail?
It's all roads, as far as you can tell. There does appear to be one air-lifted route, or air route, marked down on the map as well, that Navy intelligence would probably kill for. And also what appears to be some kind of tracked marking on the map, almost like a train or railroad track leading up to the mountains from the opposite side from where you guys are.
And
Leading up to the
bridges?
other side of the continent. No bridges per se, but you do spot several passes leading up into the mountains from down in the forest where you guys are now. As well as a marking that just says Fist of Severus Encampment. And you notice written below that, Harvax Scarus.
Sergeant, come over here and look at this map that I found.
I go over and look at the map through my squinty, battle-damaged
Alrighty.
eyes.
You kind of like hold the two up next to each other to give you an idea of where everything is in relation to Imperial intelligence. Note the different dispositions of the enemy camp spaces and also the position of where you assume to be general this supply convoy was heading to go resupply. Does anybody actually check the crates that the trucks were carrying?
I did say that we should check the crates.
Yeah, I would have assumed we would have done that when we searched through everything, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, well, amongst the searching, to say the search check was for non-crate related items. In the crates, you find primarily food, blankets,
Which we need.
medicine. You find water canteens, fuel rations, lots of spare lasgun clips, digging tools, all sorts of replacement basic kit. Things for guardsmen that they'd use the day-to-day, workings of the city. Having a camp set up and utilizing all these different things to survive. So those of you who want to can replenish your, like your food stores and water and that kind of thing.
I want.
Therein.
Yes. we
I
should do
will
that.
take as much of the medicine as I can carry.
Alrighty, you
My
pretty much turned the back
suggestion-
of the Chimera into a pharmacy.
I
You're
suggest
saying,
to
Commissar?
stock up with as much as we can and then just destroy the rest.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alrighty. So, using 1 or 2 more frag grenades, you guys blow up the...
Oh, I was just gonna get the commander to run over it all.
That's one way to do it.
He's really good at running over things.
Can't be wasting
Okay.
grenades.
Okay,
I
you
like
guys
running over things.
run over to the supplies in the vain hope of making it unusable for the enemy before driving
Oh,
away.
actually, or we could just overload some lasgun packs.
Oh, there was like a bunch of them, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, we know those can take out entire dreadnoughts, so that's pretty powerful, those las packs.
Don't make me slap you.
Hit it right in the
Okay.
knee. Down it goes.
Why? Alrighty. So you guys destroy the enemy supplies and are off on your merry way.
There's nothing
Yeah.
merry about our way.
Oh,
Dunno,
yes.
seems to be pretty merry so far.
No, you
Yeah, so
killed
merry.
Malachi. Killed him.
And
Quit
Dandy.
crying, you baby.
He killed himself.
And
No, You
Halo
killed him. Hippo.
boy meal.
Lightning killed him.
Okay, so you guys are driving. Where would you like to go? Or how would you like to go? You guys know where the general is. How do you guys plan on murdering him?
We
So
should.
if this is the map, the rough idea. You guys are basically down here at the moment. These are woods. Woods all around this area. And then basically the mountains start over here. And there are various roads leading up into these mountains from the woods. The general is up there through that pass.
Sergeant, I think we need to decide what we want to do here. We have secondary objectives of disrupting as much of the supply lines as possible. If we were to swing past, for instance, this looks to be a rail, we could use the crack grenades to completely cut off all of their rail transportation, and then we could swing around through the mountains to take out Dominus and any other supply depots that we can find.
I was gonna
Potentially.
suggest the exact same thing myself.
Alrighty. So the rail leading up to the mountainside will probably be about 5 or 6 days travel from where you guys are now. And then you probably have to travel another 3 or 4 days back towards the road that heads up towards the passes, towards the enemy base. So let me get this straight. You guys just want to basically just mine some of the tracks. You're not actually looking to fight anybody specific. You just want to coincidentally derail a train while you happen to be in the area, kind of thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, cutting off one, it will derail the first train to hit it if they don't notice, and 2, it's going to take time to repair, so it's going to be a huge, logistical problem.
So, not an ambush, but a demolish.
Yes.
Okay, so Quintus, driving check for me, please, as you try and heed the directions of your commissar and sergeant.
No way.
Plus 20 if you have a map.
It helps nothing.
Christ.
We are nowhere.
You people could get lost in a long straight corridor with no doors on either
Quintus.
side.
With great confidence, takes you towards the enemy railroad lines. And after several days of driving, you come upon the road leading up into the mountain peaks with no actual rail line in sight.
Quintus, you did learn how to read a map in basic training.
Map? What's a map?
Oh god. Can I point out the correct direction?
Okay, so you guys
Oh,
want to
you wanted me to go there? I thought you pointed over there.
Alrighty, make another drive check for me, Quintus. Plus 20 bonus, for fuck's sake. You have 2 maps. Someone want to assist him. Okay. Now that knowing the correct direction that you actually wanted to go, Quintus easily guides you guys to the
I'm
The railway
blaming
track
my
over the course of the next few
superior
days.
officer and his eyesight. I think he just pointed on the wrong point of the map.
Quintus, while you're driving, who's in the hatch up top?
Rosius is.
Roses, make a perception check for me, please.
I am not very perceptive.
Whilst we've been driving, could I have Marcus look at all of the explodiness that's happened to me
Ooh,
when the guy went Emperor Akbar at me?
I was perceptive this time.
You were perceptive this time. You spot some kind of enemy aircraft approaching you from the distance. At this range, you don't think they've seen you yet. What would you like to do?
Sir, there's enemy aircraft coming our way.
Is there anywhere? Can you see any cover around that we could hide the Chimera in?
Well, you're in woods at the moment.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, it's pretty much woods all the way up to the mountains.
Ah.
What do you want to do? Just want to like stop the vehicle and then wait it out, or what do you want
Yeah.
to try and do?
Yeah, just shut it off.
And then hope for
Pray
the
to
best.
the Emperor.
Shouldn't we just drive it into the forest?
Like,
Then
to
wait
We're in the
there?
forest.
Yeah, we're in forest. Just drive it
okay.
next to a big tree, and then shut off the engine.
Hey, Quintus, make a stealth check for me. Sure, you'll be fine.
I hide the Chimera in a river.
Don't worry, they have really poor eyesight because of the tree cover.
Yeah.
They see nothing! Nothing whatsoever! You see them just carry on straight over you, before doubling back, passing it over you a second time, before turning and going back into the distance. It looks like they're actually searching this forest section by section, as they are now aware of some kind of disturbance or enemy force behind their lines.
The Emperor gave us cloaking devices suddenly.
Alrighty, the Emperor protects. Okay, enemy patrol passing overhead. I'm not seeing a damn thing. Quintus, make a drive check for me again, or navigation land check for me, whatever. Navigation land, brain. You can do it, Quintus. You can find your own ass with two hands.
Can I help him? Can I point stuff out on the map for him?
You can assist.
How do assist work?
Just roll a D100, and then it adds to his modifier. Wow. Quintus spent several days getting lost. You guys once more end up near a road leading up to the peaks.
I'm enjoying the fucking,
with
view
no
here.
railway in sight. However, the fuel you siphoned off is starting to run low. You probably have about a third of your tank left. What would you like to do as you're once more further up the way you were, but still again next to a road?
Did we take any barrels of fuel off the trucks?
You've siphoned off some of the fuel from the trucks themselves, but no barrels. You
But
didn't load it up with like
The
strap
whole thing
barrels.
has been filled up with drugs.
Yes.
Are there any
Nobody
drugs that
else
could
said
be used?
anything, Jesus.
Are there any drugs that are combustible?
You'd probably have to ask Marcus.
Marcus,
I mean, this is probably a chemist knowledge
Yep.
check.
we're running
Yeah.
low on fuel. The Chimera will run on anything. Is there any
You
of
hope.
these drugs that will burn?
Damn,
My
that's a good roll.
chemist knowledge is 39.
From your knowledge of chemistry, you know that putting these drugs into a flammable, combustible state will not really propel the vehicle, but will get everybody really fucking high.
No. I mean,
But you want to do it anyway, right?
I was expecting you to say yes. All of these drugs would totally help.
I mean, sure, we can try. Might work.
Then put the drugs you think will help into the fuel tank.
Oh god.
Quintus, let's point out the right way to go again.
So, where you want to go, boss?
Marcus, you empty some of your beloved pharmaceuticals into the
No, I don't.
fuel receptacle of the Chimera. Jax, standing near the exhaust of said Chimera, watching and supervising this to make sure that it is done to the Emperor's satisfaction. I would very much like for you to make a toughness roll for me, please.
36.
And your toughness is?
41.
Very nice. As the smoke from the Chimera's engine overtakes you, you find yourself feeling somewhat euphoric and optimistic about your mission. And for some reason, you feel like you just really need to make sure this Chimera is polished and clean to the Emperor's satisfaction.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Hey, okay.
Alrighty. Navigation check there, 17. Finally, with great gusto, you guys managed to find the railway. How many of your crack missiles or crack grenades would you like to use to demo mine the tracks?
I mean,
Are we
what's
gonna
the blast radius
bend-
on one?
The question: Are we
A few
just gonna
meters.
bend the rails, or are we gonna try and create a hole?
Well, we
Bend
should
the
have
rails.
If we
one would
strap
be enough.
cracks to them, they should vaporize a small portion of the track.
Pretty much.
Or we could just like try and dozer blade them out of the way.
Oh, that could actually
Might
work.
try.
I mean, we've got some time.
Let's just
Just,
find. Are we still like in the forest?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Then they won't really notice. So let's just try and like find a nice curved section, and then dozer blade some of them to make it an even sharper curve.
Alrighty. I now want you to make a operate ground vehicle check for me. Try and dozer blade this fucker out of the way as you guys once more pick a ambush spot in a curve. I'm gonna assume that you did this fairly easily because you took your time. And you managed to shove out a large part of the track. It proves to be somewhat resistant to your efforts, as you only managed to get the one side of the railway bent off with the dozer blade, the other one stubbornly refusing to give.
Could we also like tie some string, try and make a tripwire across the track, and leave a crack grenade next to it, just to make sure it goes when the train comes through?
Suppose you could do that.
We should do that.
Do you just want to like basically toss a frag on it, or do you want to leave it to? Do you want to try and set up a tripwire for a train?
Yes.
You could try, but to be honest with you, the train's probably going to go so quickly that it's going to snap the rope without it pulling the pin.
What about just placing the fucking grenade so the fucking train will go over it and explode like that?
Would that work?
Detonate.
Maybe. None of you are demolition specialists, but you can certainly try.
Can we attempt
Come
to
on,
make
guys.
something so like when the rope snaps, it pulls the pin?
Okay, I tell you what. Everybody who wants to be involved in this project, make a tech use roll for me as you try to MacGyver a fucking grenade onto a tripwire for a train.
Should just demolish it, honestly.
18. Oh, and then Letty comes and rolls the thing to a 70.
80, 96, 70. You rig up a very impressive series of tripwires, ropes, pulleys, levers. Finally, nestling gently a crack grenade in the center of the tracks, waiting for the train to approach. You're sure this will work fine.
It looks good. Right. Now we need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Yes, we've got a general to find and murder.
And murder. Alrighty. Murder or kidnap, actually, is what your mission says.
Dead or alive.
Alrighty.
Murder.
You guys travel away and stop and rest. After a few days of travel, you stop for the evening. Here to camp out, knowing that in the morning you will have to ascend the mountain pass.
I still need Marcus to look at all of my puncture wounds all over me.
Marcus has been dosing you with something really good,
I
which
feel
is partially where your delusional idea for the crack grenade came from. Everything seems wonderful. Marcus, you've just been slipping a whole bunch of the good stuff into his drugs.
Oh yeah.
I feel great, but I can't help but notice there are a lot of bits of bone stuck in my face.
You feel great, but you can't help notice there's about 1,000 spiders constantly crawling over everyone.
Okay, Marcus does his thing. You recover your HP over the next few days, as you get treated for your lacerations and puncture wounds.
And bones in the face.
And burns in the face. Okay, so you guys stop for the evening, getting ready to rest before you start your arduous trek into the mountains themselves. What would you guys like to do before we start the next day?
Make sure we're actually going to the right place.
From everything your map says, and Quintus has confirmed this for you, trustworthy the navigator that he is, you're fairly sure that in the morning you will be starting your ascension towards the General Harvest Scarix's base.
I got
Okay.
like 20 minutes left.
I make a mental or an actual note of all the drugs I have, and then make a separate list for if I need to very quickly get out of there. What I can grab, the most important things.
Okay.
And I will order everyone to take stock of all of their ammo and grenades.
Okay. Anything else?
We have a whole bunch of grenades.
You have a lot of grenades. Fuck me, you have a lot of grenades.
Grenades are good.
I'm like, wow, you guys have gotten so lucky with the grenade rolls. I'm like, ugh. Okay, so anything you want to do, or can we cut to morning?
I think we're good.
Nothing.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, no. I'll have Quintus try and repair the bloody signal jammer.
Okay, Quintus, make a tech use roll for me, please.
Well, it's already broken, so it doesn't matter.
It was broken.
That was a pretty good roll. If you were at camp with easy access to lots of spares, you would have actually managed to fix this pretty easily. But unfortunately, in your current predicament, without the ability to requisition replacement components,
Just a bunch of drugs in there.
the solution to everything, you cannot seem to get it working. Although you know that if you do return to camp, or when you do return to camp, you'll easily be able to do it. You know what the problem is, you just don't have the parts to fix it at the moment. Alrighty.
Oh, one other
Anything
thing.
else?
Can I ask Marcus if there are any drugs that cause like hallucinations that he managed to salvage?
Do I do a roll?
Yeah, check. Actually, just do a D100 for me, straight D100. I just want to see what's the chance. If you're all higher than 50, yes they are. If you're all lower than 50, no there aren't.
One.
Okay.
100, what's that, a 1?
One.
That's
Damn.
It doesn't look like there's anything that will cause any hallucinogenic effects, as far as you can tell.
Is there anything that would cause a coma because I just rolled a 1?
There are opiates there that if applied in a large enough quantity could probably cause such an effect.
Sweet.
But it could also
God.
kill them.
Probably.
I'm sure I can dose
Maybe
it
you should strap a load of them to a frag grenade.
What?
That's not how drugs
chemicals
work.
that would work like that as a mist?
Roll it. Fuck, roll chemical thing for me?
Chemistry?
Roll chemicals. Roll chemicals.
And you love your chemicals.
Oh, 89.
Uh-oh.
You don't think they are. You might be, but you'd need a lab to check.
So he
Okay.
can't make like so horrible shrapnel bomb covered in syringes.
I mean, I can, but I'm not sure it would work like that.
Alrighty.
I
Okay,
mean,
so
I could just make one, take a grenade, and just put random chemicals I think might work.
You should try and make one.
Should I make
make a
what?
take use for me if you want to do that.
Oh god.
You use the holy duct tape. You create a thing that you could throw at the enemy.
Is it still a grenade?
Define grenade, yes.
Does it have the grenade
The-
part in it?
The pin is sticking out of it. It's still intact.
And
It just looks like you've chewed a whole bunch of bubble gum and then taped some stuff to it.
okay, good
But
enough.
embedded
As
it
long
into
as-
the grenade.
As long as it's still an actual grenade, it'll work as a grenade.
You'll be you're fairly sure everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
Okay. Is that it? Anybody else want to do anything before evening sets in? Or before morning comes?
Nope.
cool.
Alrighty. Oh wow. Just realized something.
What?
No, it's just how many times. There's a chart for how many times the group gets detected. You know, if you get detected, like what, what kind of effects are on it. I just realized you guys are on number 3.
Oh god.
Alrighty.
Oh lord.
As you guys settle in the Chimera, using it as a makeshift bunk room, up until this point, you guys have seen hardly any patrols, other than the convoy and the one patrol you've ambushed, and the occasional air patrols passing overhead. You guys haven't really seen much on the ground, so you haven't taken to putting out guards or standing watch at night, trusting to your camouflage and the protection of the Emperor to keep you safe. However, everybody make awareness checks for me, please. Hippo, here's nothing.
51.
Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
33.
You hear a high-pitched screeching whine fill the air, like a mix between rusty gears groaning against each other and glass breaking. As you wake up and peer out of the viewport on the side of the Chimera, you see a group of black hovering vehicles scream out towards you, ridden by black Carafax and spike-clad figures. And as you see this, you see ahead of them, one of them stand up on the vehicle, and the black-clad warrior stands up and laughs, and he says, such stalwart soldiers, you children of the Imperium, such strong will and so delicious when it breaks. You may try to flee if you like, or you may stand your ground, but either way, your end will be. And as he comes hurling towards you, he pulls off his helmet and throws it behind him, and he reveals dark eyes, pale skin, tapered ears, and a very cruel smile.
Oh no.
And he licks his lips and says, unpleasant. Everybody roll initiative for me! And you guys are on the tail end of the surprise this time.
Oh.
But we all have rapid reaction.
You can all make an agility test to see if you avoid being surprised. Letty!
Huh?
Since you are the only person who has seen this motherfucker, make a Forbidden Lore Xenos test for me, please.
Oh, that's just a D100, right?
D100, you get plus 10.
Wait, why do I get a plus 10?
Because you see what he looks like, it's not a description. And you've heard some of this from basic training and tales from other soldiers. So how much did you roll?
7.
Nothing. Okay, you don't know shit.
Nope, I have minus 25 in forbidden knowledge. I'm like, this looks like a weird fucker. Can I shoot him in the face already?
So he rolled a 7, so that's another 32.
Give me a second, I'm just quickly checking something. Just want to make note so that you guys don't fight too many enemies at once. Okay. And okay. Alrighty, so let me just pull up these fucker stats quickly. That's a lot of that's a lot. What's this guy's initiative value? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So anybody from 10 to 15 initiative?
I got 11.
I haven't rolled initiative, I don't remember.
Okay, just roll it now.
6.
Okay, anybody from 8 to 10?
I got 9.
Okay, how many 9s have we got?
3.
3. So it's 9 for Jax, Marcus, and Roseus, hey?
Yes.
Okay, and then Quintus, how much did you roll, buddy?
7.
7 for Quintus. Okay, those of you who have rapid reaction, which I'm assuming is everybody except the Commissar. Or do you
No,
have
I
it as
think
well,
I have it.
Commissar? Okay, just double check for me. Make an
Yep,
agility
I got it.
test. If you roll less than your agility, you are not surprised. Straight up D100, if it's less than your agility total, you are not surprised.
So close.
That is a 69.
No.
A-
56.
Anybody here roll less than their agility?
No.
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
so everybody is surprised. Okay, since Hippo's on the phone quickly, anybody wants to grab a bathroom break? Let's do that quickly, and then we'll get started with this and finish off for the evening.
Okay.
All right.
I actually need to be going in like 15 minutes.
Ein bastard. Okay, it should be fine. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. I just want to quickly grab a glass of water because my throat is killing me. And then we'll quickly run through this combat. It doesn't take very long, as you guys have seen. And then we'll be good to go. All right. So everybody wants to grab a glass of water or something, do it now. And then we'll get rolling as soon as Hippo's done on the phone.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, everybody good? Was Hippo still on the phone? I'm gonna assume Hippo's still on the phone. Alrighty. TrashK, you there? Hello? Letty, you there? Okay. Ein, you there?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna bump you up in the initiative order so you're first. Just so that if you have to leave, we'll hopefully have most of your stuff already, okay?
Yep.
I'm back.
Alright. Assholes. Eddie's back, Ein's back, everybody's back. Hippo, you there? Okay, I'm gonna get started regardless since we're now on a bit of a schedule. Alrighty. So, lady, you see this screaming image of Nightmare come tearing towards you, wearing, black, almost insectoid armor covered in spikes. And as you see this vehicle flying towards you, you see him lift what appears to be a glowing blue scimitar of some kind, pointed at your chimera. For the nose of the vehicle is enveloped in bright, almost purple-white light, and punches into the side of the vehicle. Ein, what is the side armor on the chimera?
I don't know.
What does your stat sheet say, bruh?
This. I don't probably. I don't know about the camera. I never.
Why?
Let's have a look here. Vehicles, chimera stats.
Sorry, I'm getting aggro from real life here.
No worries.
Chimera is. Front armor is 30. Side armor is. Yeah. We'll look here. Imperial Guard vehicles. That is the Demon Rust. That's the Demolisher. That's the Vanquisher. Chimera. Here we go. Tracked vehicles, 70 kph. Structural integrity 35. Side armor 22. Okay. So your side armor is 22. So enemy has to roll 22 or higher on damage before they can penetrate your vehicle. So let's have a quiz. Okay. Inside of the Chimera, relative to the side, where were you guys sleeping?
Well, I was awake and watching from the viewport.
Yeah, you were awake, so you were peering out one of these visual ports, the enemy coming at you. Which one were you? Middle one, back one, front one?
The middle one.
Okay, so you were peering out the middle. Ein, were you sleeping? Okay, Hippo is apparently looking out the other side, the middle.
I was sleeping in the
You don't have to put it
middle
under
is.
the Chimera. Okay, so apparently Jax was in the middle. Where were you, Ein?
I was also
Fucking-
in the middle, like next to him,
What?
like the
Down the
other
goddamn
next to
Chimera.
his feet.
Okay, so where are you in relation? And you, Trash? Where were you?
I was inside, laying down.
Yeah, we know. We're inside.
I
We're in
was-
the middle, one side. Liddy's on the other side. And then
Awake.
you were on the front or the back. Where were you?
I'll be in the back.
The back. Okay, so you're near the back. Hippo's next to you. Commissar's in front. And then Quintus, where were you? You sleeping in the cab or were you sitting?
Sleeping in the
Okay.
cab.
Alrighty, so the enemy are coming in from this side over here, coming at you, Liddy. As you see this bright white light pierce out from the vehicle, let's see. Okay, so how much is that? Okay, so that's at close range, it's double penetration. So they need 2 hits. Stationary target, they get plus 30 from ambush is plus 60. It gives them like 8 degrees of success. Alrighty, so that's 22. Yeah, well, that does a thing, I guess. Okay. Ein, Liddy. You see
Huh?
this bright blast of light comes flying straight at the position where you're sitting at the moment. You
Oh,
get
fuck.
to make one... Oh wait, shit, you're surprised. You don't get a reaction. Alright, the light pierces the hull, and you see it punch straight through the side of the vehicle armor, carrying over your head out the other side before suddenly dipping down like a guillotine and cutting the back of the Chimera off. Completely. Make a agility save, and Trashy, you make an agility save. Oh shit, no,
no.
you don't. You're asleep. Fuck. Okay. Liddy, you get a save.
Fuck. Wait,
much you roll?
this is a D. Oh, is this a
Agility.
D100?
D100.
Nah, just roll a D10 because I'm fucking tired.
Oh boy!
I did not make it.
Would you like to burn a fate point? Or use
Is
a fate
this
point
going
if
to
you have
kill
one
me?
remaining? Yes.
Fuck it. I'm burning it.
Alrighty. Trashy. Massive laser launch slash melter weapon slash laser cannon cutting through the side of the vehicle. You're asleep. You're unaware this is happening. Get hit for 87 damage as the weapon cuts through the back of the Chimera. Would you like to burn a fate point to avoid death?
Sure, why not?
Alrighty. You
In
two
your sleep,
both
you roll over.
somehow, in your sleep, a mosquito lands on your cheek and you roll over to slap at it. And the laser carves through the back of the vehicle, separating it from you guys. You
Can
are
I-
awakened by the massive thermal bloom of the metal as it cuts through the back of the vehicle. And the rest of you guys are awakened as the backside of the Chimera just suddenly goes clang and falls off the back. As you are now completely open to the night sky. Eddie, yes.
A better fluff would have been since I also burned a fate point that I dragged him out of the way like really fucking quickly.
Alrighty. Drag them out. Okay. You two are awake. Flying towards you. You spot this guy in the lead on the front of what seems to be some kind of hover motorbike. Almost with like a firing platform built on the back of it, in which you see 2 more of these armored figures who raise their weapons and fire them at you guys. And you hear this piercing, shrilling, whining sound as suddenly the air around you is filled with shards of glass as thousands of crystal splinters start impacting around you at a massive rate of fire. Trashy, you are now awake. Liddy, you are now awake. Those 2 guys get their bonuses, and both fuck. Literally rolled 100 for the one guy. Okay. Like plus 30 bonus, and surprise, fucking miss anyway. Okay, so those 2 guys are fired. Those are fired.
The Emperor is really protecting me.
Talcus Veth. Fucking Eldar. On the front of the vehicle. Raises his integrated shuriken arm wrist cannon thing. I don't even know. They don't even have a description for this thing. Just the name, just the description. At you. And you see once more here this pitching, whining, crystalline buzzsaw sound as crystals are sort of shattering all around you. One of them punching straight into your shoulder, Letty.
Yay.
And you suddenly feel your whole body lock up as a very, 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 very familiar high comes over you. Roll a D100 on the hallucinogenic table. Oh, I'll roll it. You'll roll a D100 and I'll check the hallucinogenic table for you. Armory. What did you do?
71.
71. Hallucinogens. Where are the
Wouldn't I be
Hallucinogens.
resistant to
1d10.
this because I'm an addict?
Hey?
Wouldn't I be resistant to hallucinogenics because I'm an addict?
That would be hilarious.
Because I mean dosages and all that resistances.
Page 170.
117, thank you.
70.
Oh, 70.
Yeah.
170. I was actually right next to it, and then I rolled away from it because I'm a potato. Give me a sec. Epo, you're on it. Lady rolled a 100. What is that?
It's only a 1d10.
Yeah. What did Lady roll?
Oh, 1d10.
It doesn't matter. You just divide it by 10. The roll. So what did you roll?
If 1. If it's a 1d10.
Then you bugs. You drop to the floor, flailing and screaming as you try and get rid of the imaginary insects. In-game turns, the character is stunned.
Alrighty.
The
you
turn I
basically-
can't do anything in anyways.
Yep. So you're basically on the ground at the moment, watching at all the imaginary bugs that are crawling all over you. Alrighty, that is their turn done. Alrighty, so you two are awake. The rest of you are awakened by this massive noise. Quintus, you look back, and suddenly you can see out of the back of your chimera. Why can you see out of the back of your chimera? What the hell is going on?
Yeah, that's
What
a
do you
good
like
question.
to do?
I take out my last gun because I don't like to I don't like to be able to see out of my tractor like that. That's not cool.
Uh-huh.
So I take out my
Alright.
last gun, and can I see anything?
Well, from where you are at the moment, nothing. Basically, this part of the chimera is just gone. It's like it got chopped off by a guillotine. If you stick your head around the corner, you'll probably be able to see the enemies coming at you since you're in the front at the moment.
So I'll stick my head out and aim at them.
You going around the corner, or you going out of the top hatch?
Top hatch.
Top hatch, alrighty. You see before you two definitely Xenos figures, very heretical, in black serrated armor, coming straight at you on some kind of flying bike thing. What would you like to do?
I'll shoot at them.
Alrighty, are you just taking a full round to aim and fire, or are you just going to fire on semi-automatic and hope you get lucky?
No, I'm gonna
Doing-
take a full round and aim and fire.
Okay, so you want to fire next round and then take this whole round to get a big bonus.
Sorry, what?
You want to take the whole round to aim, or half the round?
Half the round so I can pop back down.
Okay, so you take half the round, so it gives you plus 10 to hit, and then you want to fire on semi-automatic, or how are you firing?
I'm gonna burst.
Alrighty, semi-auto burst. Okay, roll your ballistic skill. Plus, actually no bonus because it's a semi-auto burst. No, actually it's a plus 10, sorry, I lie.
Yeah, it's a plus 10 because it took a half turn to aim.
Fuck
Yeah.
off!
Okay, basically pops his head out of the hatch, sees these bloody Xenos coming at him, pulls out his last gun, and then empties a burst towards them, missing unfortunately as they're moving at very high speed. Commissar, you've just been awoken to the back part of your chimera falling off. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm near one of the viewing slits, if I'm correct.
You can pop out of the viewing slits. You can also see the back part of the chimera is just gone. There's glowing edges all around, as it's literally just got slit off by
But
like a
isn't
massive laser weapon.
Isn't there like a viewport out the front half of the chimera?
Each of these is a viewport where you can fire the las guns through, and then it's got a viewport going forward from the top, and you got one at the top here as well that you can fire out of the hatch.
Well, I'm just going to stick my bolt pistol out the viewport closest to me and semi-auto half round aim, semi-auto burst.
Alrighty. So you just basically brace and fire out the side there. Roll for me.
Half round is plus 10, eh?
Yep, that's plus 10. Oh, I'm so sad I missed with all those attacks.
I'm not. Oh!
Oh, both hit.
Oh, you bastard. Alrighty. It's 2 shots, and roll to... Actually, let me just see if this fucker avoids. He needs to roll below his agility, and he succeeds with 3 degrees of success, so he just dodges both bolt rounds, using that crazy agility the Eldar are known for to just matrix that shit as they both go tearing past his head.
Bah humbug.
without hitting anything. Alrighty, Jax, Marcus, and Rosius.
Okay,
Or Roseus.
I'm
Both of you
gonna-
guys have got the chance now to work together to achieve something here. What are you going to do?
Frag
I'm going
grenade.
to take an aim shot at the guy who took his helmet off right in his face.
Alright. Okay. You can't dodge because
Before
he's
he
already
does
used his
that,
dodge
I'd
action.
like to do a suppressing fire on the same target. Targets, actually.
Okay, that makes him take a pinning test, eh?
Yes. They're immune to
Alright.
pinning, aren't they?
No, they're not immune to pinning. I was just double
Good.
checking. Okay, so you're doing a suppressive fire.
Yes.
Isaias, what are you doing?
I'm going to aim and shoot a frag grenade at the hover bike.
Okay,
No,
they're
no.
currently all on hover bikes, like tearing towards you guys.
Oh, then I will. Okay, then I'll shoot the not the frag grenade, the other grenade,
The crack.
crack grenade at the same target that Hippo and Ein are shooting at. Not Ein, but Letty.
Okay, how we're gonna resolve this is Marcus first for the suppressive fire effect. Hippo, you second with the normal last gun. I'm supposing you're adding to the fire Marcus is doing, and then let Roseus finish off the target, I suppose. Alrighty, so Letty, you're surprised. You're burst firing out. What did you roll to hit?
20, but that's minus 20, and my weapon skill is 31.
31.
So no hits.
No hit. Poo, poo, poo. See the shots wicked past his head. Without any effect. Jax, what do you hit, bro?
But the pinning test, they still need to do that separately.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Pass the flying colors.
32.
Oh, okay.
They rolled a
Fuckers.
26. Sorry, what's that, Hippo?
32.
32, and you aimed, eh? So it's plus 10. What's your ballistic skill?
28.
28. Alrighty, so you hit. Okay, make a damage roll for me. And what do Eldar armors actually do? How much damage do you roll?
That's altogether 12.
Give me a sec, sorry, you guys kind of skipped ahead here. Countering these guys because it's only supposed to be a much later encounter. Carbonite armors, 4 on all occasions. Okay, so that's 4, reduces it down to 8. Alrighty. You actually land a fairly solid hit on him as you punch a shot through his shoulder, making him flinch aside, but most of the blast looks like it gets soaked by his armor. And you can see him suddenly snarl, and then smile and start laughing maniacally. Rosius! Grenade launcher. Make them ballistic skill tests. Roll well.
Fuck.
Alrighty.
Fuck.
What's your normal ballistic skill?
49.
Oh god. Okay.
God
We're
damn
dead.
it.
As the sudden nature of the attack takes you by surprise, you fumble and drop the grenade
Oh.
that you just primed into the rocket launcher. Roll a d10 for me, please. We can see which direction it goes. Seven. Okay. The grenade bounce before dropping to the bottom of the section where it was cut away and rolling away into the grass a few meters and then exploding, knocking you off your feet. However, not dealing any damage to you. So, good news there. Alrighty. Top of the initiative order. Commissar's gone. Quintus, Jax, Marcus, Roseus. Alrighty. Kalkus, Veth, and Co. I'm going to get his 2 minions go first. The trio of bikes, the 2 from the back, split off to the left and circle around you guys, going all the way around, get a better beat on you. And as they swing past you, the guys on the back open up at you guys with the strange assault rifles that they have. Okay, so that would be minus 10 to hit you guys. The hit. Alrighty. As the 2 bikes tear past you guys, the 4 troops on the back of them start firing at you. And out of the 4 assault rifles firing on fully automatic at you guys with the penalties for moving quickly, 7 shots impact around you. So I'm just going to randomize the shots on you in the interior. So Marcus and Roseus, you guys are the closest to the rear of the Chimera. And who else is close by? Let's say Jax. The 3 of you. So 1, 2, 3 is Jax. 4, 5, 6 is Marcus. And then 6, 7, 8 is Roseus. 9, 8, 9. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1 on Marcus.
I'm dead.
Another 1 on Marcus.
I'm dead. I know I'm dead.
1 on Jax. 1 on Jax. 1 on Marcus. 1 on Marcus. What the fuck? And then another, the remaining one on... What the fuck? Roseus didn't get hit once. Okay, so Marcus, you get hit 5 times. Jax, you get hit...
Twice. Twice.
Twice. So, okay. Alrighty. Your armor has armor penetration 4, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
arm 4.
Okay, so let's do the damages. So I'm just going to use these dice over here. Okay, so first round that hits... I'm just going to do Marcus. So first one. 8 plus... What is the damage bonus? Plus 2. So it's 10. With minus
I'm
4,
dead
6
already.
damage to you. Righteous Fury. You're not dead, remember. You're into critical rolls once you go over your wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 8 plus 15 minus 4 is 11. So just keep track for me. So it's 19 damage to you. Plus 9 minus 4 is 5, so it's 24. 25. No, actually, it doesn't do anything because the weapon would stop it. And the last roll is 1. So 26 points of damage to you. And then Roseus, you got hit twice, eh?
No, I got hit twice.
Jax got roasted twice, okay. Jax. 8 plus 8, so minus 4 off both. You take 8 points of damage. Alrighty. Okay. So, Marcus.
Yep.
What are these weapons classified as? R, rending, I suppose, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's look at that critical chart. Combat. There are injuries and special damage. Okay. Oh wow, that's actually not the right one at all. Okay, here we go. Energy criticals. No, that's not what we want. Explosive criticals. No, we don't want those either. Here we go. Rending critical effects. Okay, Liddy, roll a d10 for me, please.
8.
8. Alrighty. An assortment of unnatural wet ripping sounds. With an assortment of unnatural wet ripping sounds, the arm flies free from the body, trailing blood behind it in a crimson arc. The target must immediately make a challenging toughness test or die from shock. So make a D100 straight toughness. No bonuses, no penalties.
No, I'm not gonna make that, right? No, I'm dead.
How much is your toughness?
20 something.
20 something. Alrighty. You guys are horrified
25.
as you see your comrade's arm literally gets sheared from his body, sending a crimson arc tumbling through the air, scattering to the ground, killing him from the sheer shock of the loss of his arm. What a pansy. That guy on the road survived losing his arm for like a whole minute. Okay. Jax, you took 8 damage, eh?
Yep.
Alrighty, so you're still in your normal wounds at this point, eh?
Yep.
Okay, you're not in crit damage just yet. Alrighty, Veth is going to fire the bright lance on the front of the vehicle at Commissar, since you're the closest target to him. 62, he misses. Alrighty, that's them done.
The Emperor protects.
Okay, Marcus is down. Quintus, what would you like to do?
What's the possibilities?
You do what you need to do, man. Back of your Chimera is back. At the moment, you guys are kind of like fish in a barrel, all stuck inside it.
Well,
What would you
I'm
like
gonna
to do?
pop up the hatch and see what I see.
Yeah, you see 2 bikes that just strafed your comrade and exploded him all over you on the right-hand side, and in front of you, another bike that just fired another energy launch that punched a hole straight through your tank.
So, can I fire at them?
Yeah, you can fire at them if you like.
I'm gonna take a full round to fire a burst in his back.
Alrighty, so you're gonna try and take aim and fire. Okay, roll a D100, and then let's see what you do.
Fuck me.
firing wildly into the night. Quintus, enraged by the damage to his chimera, unfortunately does not hit any enemies. Alrighty, Commissar, what would you like to do?
Do they look like they're heading towards us to actually fight in melee?
It looks like they're just playing with you guys at the moment. They're just kind of like sweeping past on their bikes, taking pot shots at you.
I really
The
need
Eldar
to
wait.
go.
Sorry? Okay, it's fine. It looks like they're basically just sweeping around you guys, circling you with their vehicles. They've got open platforms on the back of which warriors are standing firing at you. It's basically 3 bikes, 1 for Kalkus Veth, and then 2 additional bikes, each with 2 warriors on the back of it firing at you.
Is there any cover nearby?
Immediately around you, you guys are still in the forest. You could probably dash for a nearby tree or something and see if you can use that as cover. And see if that's going to be better.
I'd like to try and spend a half round to dash to a nearby tree and then a half round to semi-auto burst the boss again.
Alrighty. You see, okay, you run out of the back of the Chimera, dodging the incoming splinter fire as it shatters inside the Chimera and pings little pieces of crystals cutting your face as you dash towards the nearest tree. Throwing yourself behind it, you fire fire a burst of shots at the leader of this raiding party, Kalkus Veth. What would you like to do?
And I miss.
Oh lordy. Alrighty. Blam, blam, blam. Fires off a brace of shells. The Eldar once more easily avoiding them with almost preternatural grace. Alrighty,
Soldiers
Jax and
attack!
Roseus, what are you doing?
Are there any in range that I could charge at with my chainsword?
Are you going to try and charge a hover bike with your chainsword?
Yes.
Fuck it, why not? Kalkus Veth is close enough for you, so if you hop out and charge, you might be able to make it.
Okay.
Actually, you probably will, because he's technically coming towards you, so you'll be closing the gap at the same time.
Charge gives me plus 20 to weapon skill.
Alrighty, what are you going to try? Try and jump on top of the thing? Or... because if you run at him, he's just going to run you over.
Can I, like, run and then try and hurl my chainsword directly at him?
Energy disconnected from your channel.
Sure, why not? Fuck it. Yeah. I'll say it's a penalty since they're not, weighted to be thrown. But it'll be mostly offset by the charge maneuver, so it should be fine.
So, 26?
Fuck.
I have a weapon
what's your
skill of
ballistic weapon
36.
skill?
36.
36 plus 20 for charging. Actually, that will hit. He's going to attempt a dodge maneuver. He has to low roll his agility. Just to give you guys an idea, his agility is 62.
Oh god.
Eldario.
Oh,
45. He dodges out of the way as you see your chainsword go twisting end over end into the night, landing in the swale and starting digging away at an innocent clump of grass behind him. Alrighty, you still have... okay, that's your full action, eh?
Yep.
Okay, so you're basically in front of a speeding skimmer at this point. Roseus, what are you going to do?
Aim, shoot my last crack grenade at him and his bike.
Alrighty, Hippo, we'll say the guys over here. And you are, like, pretty close to him at this point. Alright, that's Lady.
Hold on,
Lady's
that's a
dead.
tank.
That's a tank.
Great, now I'm stuck under the tank.
Okay. Okay, so you're about to get run over by a speeding skimmer. Okay, Jax, you're firing a crack grenade at Veth. Hey?
Roseus, yes.
Yes, sorry. Okay, ballistic skill. Take any time to aim, hey?
Yes.
Okay.
What the fuck?
85.
God damn.
Guys are like, nope.
That is so frustrating. I could do this any other time.
Hey, at least you ain't dead yet.
It still sucks, because I'm wasting ammo. I'm not doing anything. I'm just missing.
You fire the grenade at the Eldar, and he nimbly kicks it out of the way, and it flies off into the brush before exploding and stripping a nearby tree of its foliage. Alrighty. Kalkus Veth's turn. Seeing the challenger before him laid open with, you know, no chainsword to speak of.
Can we
He's
roll
first-
to see if the tree falls on him?
Sure, why not? Let's see. If it's a... nope. Okay. So. Seeing you before him, Hippo,
Hello.
he's going to attempt to run you over with the skimmer,
Okay.
and then flip off and try and fight you in hand-to-hand combat, because he's a
Can I,
Ponzi
like,
space elf.
instead of doing a dodge action, can I try something a bit obscure and just
Like?
try and pull all the pins on my grenades?
I'd say you could pull one of the pins, but if you hold it on top of yourself, you could probably get the rest to go off in a chain reaction.
I'll do that.
Okay.
As he's about to hit me.
Okay, so to do this, you need to roll under your agility. Basically exactly the same as a dodge action.
Okay.
Or, if you want... No, it's fine. Carry on.
Yeah, I have an agility of 40.
Okay.
31.
So, running towards him, now that you are minus a chainsword, you decide that the only option open to you is suicide. And you pull the pin on one of your crack grenades. I'm assuming the rest of them are on your flak armor, on your grenade vest and pins and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So, the blast radius on your crack grenades is how much?
I don't think it actually says.
I think it's you have to roll your agility bonus to see if you get out of the way. Let's have a look quickly. Cause I just want to see if he can get out.
Can't
Actually,
see
no.
no,
Fuck, no,
his
he
way out.
can't because he can't because he used his fucking reaction.
Yes!
Oh, shit.
Fuck. Okay. How many crack grenades do you have with you?
I don't know. And
You
probably
guys had
like
12 in total
2.
between 4 of you.
I've-
You used 6 plus another 7th one at the other place. You had 5 divided by 4 of you. So how many do you have and how many do the rest of you guys have? We
Same.
know that Trash has used 2 at least. That's 9. It leaves 3 left.
Let's say I've got 2 cracks.
Alrighty. Roll 4d10.
So that's what's roll the 19? So that's 19 plus 19 plus 16
Okay.
with a penetration of 1.
With a penetration of 1. Give me 2 seconds. I just want to see if he is dead because he does have quite a lot of wounds.
Which is 35?
Oh god. I'm fairly sure he's dead. I just want to quickly double check because that's a lot of damage. Will that do it? Should do it. Give me a sec. Wow. Okay.
Also, whilst I'm exploding, I'll be screaming, "For the Emperor!"
For the bonus damage. Okay, here we go. It does say the range is next to them. So a crack grenade has got concussive 0 for its thing. Oh, it doesn't actually have much of a blast range. It's a concentrated explosive. Does not produce a blast effect. And it makes them less practical for use against people.
Oh no.
You have
Okay.
fragments as
It's alright,
well.
I'm not
We
gonna
had
be
frags too.
Frags. How many frags have you got?
a lot.
Should be at least 6.
No. 3.
Yeah, I should have 3.
3. Okay. So add the frag grenades damage on top of that. I'm
So
gonna say that
that's
the
2 more
cracks, because they're
D10s.
focused explosions, don't do that much to him. But the frags are gonna be the big killers here.
28 with 1 penetration.
Oh, one of them is a 10.
Oh yes.
Righteous Fury!
So yeah, it's like 37.
Oh god. Okay, so,
If he survives.
you guys here
Well, I don't.
for the Emperor! As your myopic squad sergeant squints at his enemy before him and charges them. Minus his chainsword, firing his last gun wildly. And just as it looks like he's about to get turned into some kind of road pizza by the Eldar, he pulls the pin on his on his crack grenades and holds onto it for that bare moment. And as he gets hit and the skimmer starts decapitating his body and running him over, you just see a massive fireball envelope the skimmer, throwing Vic clear, blowing one of his legs clean off before he gets slammed into a tree and impaled on one of the branches there. Of your squad sergeant, there is nothing left.
Yes.
Okay. Roseus, Commissar, okay, Quintus. Quintus is going to take his turn. He's going to pop out of the top of the hatch. Okay, Quintus is going to pop out of the top of the hatch. And then he's going to take a turn to aim at the enemy. So next turn he gets his plus 20 bonus. Okay, Commissar, what are you going to be doing?
Am I within charging range of one of the other skimmers?
You could probably try and charge them, but bear in mind you're charging a high-speed vehicle. Bear in mind how that will end if you do not manage to jump aboard it.
You're right. Okay, semi-auto burst at the closest one, but I'll take half action to aim.
Alrighty. Firing at the guy on the back or the driver?
Driver.
Alrighty. Okay, they're all in ballistic skills.
There you go.
Yes. 2 successes there.
Oh, nice. So it's 3 in total, hey? 1 for succeeding and then 2 extra.
No, there only is a 2-round semi-auto, so it's 2 shots hit. Well,
Okay.
2 shots are successful.
Alrighty. So it's 1 round. You need 2 successes for every additional one with a semi-automatic weapon. So it's 1 baseline, and then if you roll 2 extra on top of that, then it's a second shot.
So I did, because I rolled a 14 plus 20 is 24, 34, and I had a roll of 41.
Okay, so that's plus 2 bolt rounds. Go screaming downrange at the pilot. Alrighty, roll them damages. Oh fuck.
Righteous Fury!
Okay. 2 plus 10 is 12. Plus 10.
Righteous Fury!
Oh my god!
40, penetration 4.
They get no armor against that. How do you want to kill him?
How do you mean?
How do you want him to die?
I want him to just look
There's
really
nothing
surprised
left
and
of
then
him.
explode.
Alrighty. The skimmer tearing around the back of the vehicle. As he comes past you, you snap your pistol out, taking 2 shots at the passing Eldar. And for a moment it looks like you didn't do anything, but as the bolt round punches into the side of the vehicle, it finds some kind of circuitry or fuel supply, as the whole side of the vehicle suddenly just enveloped, explodes, killing the driver instantly. Making the vehicle spin out of control. Oh god, before it plows into a tree, throwing the 2 off the back of the vehicle, one of them instantly dying as he snaps his neck, and the other one breaking an arm. Alrighty. So
Soldiers,
that is...
make your sergeant proud!
Okay, so that's 1 skimmer down, 2 Eldar killed, so there's 1 warrior that's kind of alive. So he's missing... well, broken arm anyway. Okay. 1 bike, the leader's dead. Okay, so there's 1 functional bike left with 2 guys on the back and 1 guy with a broken arm. Okay, that makes us Roseus. What are we doing?
Frag grenade at the bike that's still up.
Alrighty, taking a chance to just aim.
Yes. Yes.
Alrighty, make that roll.
Let's see what we do.
No more fate points?
I only have 1. This is getting real frustrating.
If you want, burn a fate point, see if you survive.
I only have 1.
Yeah, he burned
burn
it
it
already.
means you permanently reduce it by 1, so you'll have none for the future, but it will guarantee an outcome now.
He already burned it.
No, you used it, you didn't burn it.
Oh, okay.
Burning it is a
Who
little
burned
bit different.
his?
Can you get those again?
Oh, okay.
You can get them for some spectacular action as a reward, yes.
Alright, we'll burn it.
Alrighty, where would you want your crack grenade to go?
Pilot's face.
Pilot's face. Alrighty. 22. As you fire the grenade, for a moment it seems like your weapon locks up and nothing happens. And as you move the barrel to clear the breach, suddenly you see the grenade leave the tube with a thump. Completely off course from where you thought it was going to go. And you sigh to yourself, knowing that the Emperor is just not with you today. And the grenade hits the branches and bounces before landing at the feet of the 2 on the back platform. And the blast blows the vehicle in half, plowing the front nose of it into the ground, instantly killing the pilot. Roll damage for me for the 2 guys in the back, please.
Fuck it all.
For frags.
Is it 2d6?
2d10s. 2d10s as far as I know. How much is that?
Hold on. 5.
5. Okay.
God damn.
Clear of the platform, hitting the ground rather hard. One of them spinning in, letting go of his weapon as it goes flipping away from him into the night, and the other one not looking all that much worse for wear. Alrighty, so that's 3 skimmers down. That's 2 of them down, and it's just basically the 2 guys on the bike left and 1 guy with a broken arm. Alrighty, the guy on the ground is going to pull out his sidearm and he's going to try and fire at you, Commissar. And he misses.
Yay!
You hear a shot just going straight past your head. And then with the remainder of his movement, he's going to pull out a dagger from his other leg compartment and he's going to charge straight at you to attack you next turn. The 2 guys that just got thrown clear of the vehicle are both going to get up and they're both going to aim and take fire as well with the Commissar since he's the closest to them. Actually, that guy misses. That guy got nothing. Alrighty then, so that's both of them done. Quintus is finished his aiming, taking careful aim, watching all this happen the whole time. He's going to make good use of his plus 20 bonus. And he's going to put a cold shot straight into the eye socket of the one with the weaponless one. Looks like he wants to charge. 97! All Quintus is aiming turns out to be for naught as he misses and just puts a shot into the tree behind them. Alrighty, Commissar, your turn. What do?
That man is charging me with a knife. I'm gonna charge him with a chainsaw.
Alrighty, you charge your target plus 20 to your weapon skill. Roll your attack. You have Blade Master, if I remember correctly.
Yep, but that's a success.
Mm-hmm. How many degrees of success?
My attack is 58. So I think that's 3.
Okay, 3 degrees of success. Alrighty. He's going to try and parry you. Parry with 2 degrees of success. Okay, so roll damage for me. 1 attack.
It's 5 penetration, 2.
2 pen.
Yep.
Okay, that's not enough to go all the way through. Alrighty. As you charge at him, even with that poncy little knife, his reactions are so fast that he dips and ducks. You miss your first 2 strikes completely. And as you dash at him, he like pulls his head away, and all you manage to do is just cut a groove into his helmet, through which you start seeing some blood seeping, as he looks like he avoids the worst of the damage. Isaias, your Commissar is now engaged in hand-to-hand combat with one of the Eldar. The other 2 are still firing at you guys. What are you going to do?
Grenade at the other 2.
Alrighty, roll attack. How many grenades have you got left? Because you've burned through quite a lot.
I had 7. 7 crack. Frag.
Okay, I think you're completely out of crack.
Yeah, no, I had 2 crack and 7 frag.
Okay, so you got about 5 frags left.
Yes.
Alrighty. 45, what's your ballistic skill?
49.
Do you have Nathan with you?
Yes.
Ask him to help you get some damage down there, plus 5.
Okay.
Alrighty, so you hit with the grenade. Let's see. Roll damage. Me. Actually, the frag grenade blast radius is what? It is. Frag grenade. Frag grenade is. Oh, okay, so they can make a dodge reaction, so they have to roll below their agility. First one makes it. Second one fails. As your grenade goes off, you see one of them just dive out of the way, easily managing to avoid the blast. The other one, however, still stunned by the impact, severely fails. And you just see the frag grenade blow him off his feet backwards, and you see the whole front of his armor is just a bloody mess. It actually looks like some of the armor pieces got driven inwards towards his chest cavity. Alrighty. That's you done. Roseus, Quintus. Okay, their turn. The Eldar that's in close combat with the Commissar is going to attempt to kick your ass. Wow, okay. He flicks his weapon out at you, trying to find a good strike, but your flak armor protects you as he doesn't manage to get a single hit through. The other one is going to return fire to Roseus and see if he can hit him, and he does! Good God, finally they actually managed to hit something. Okay, so he has a ballistic skill of obscene. There we go, ballistic skill 50, so that's 3 degrees of success. Alrighty, Roseus, The guy who just managed to avoid your crack shot turns around and starts emptying his clip back at you. Once more, you hear these flickering crystals impacting and shattering around you, some of them cutting open your face. The shots ping around the inside of the Chimera. You can attempt a dodge action. If you roll below your agility, you can avoid some of the damage.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this.
So what do you mean they can't hit? They hit me 5 fucking times.
I succeed.
Wow, that's an 8. What's your agility?
My agility is a 35.
35, so that's 18, 28, so that's 2 degrees of success. Alrighty, out of the 3 shots that actually managed to hit you, you managed to dodge 2 of them. Taking 1 point of damage as your flak armor absorbs the rest. Back! Okay, that guy's done. Quintus is enraged by these filthy Xenos engaging his commissar in close combat despite his heretical mutterings about his Chimera. And more so because he's angry about his Chimera getting damaged than anything else. He's going to charge out of the vehicle, wildly firing at the Eldar to try and get close, and doesn't hit the broadside of a barn. Alrighty, Commissar, you're still in close combat with a Eldar that is trying his damnedest to kill you. What do?
And I'm going to try my damnedest to kill him back, as the Emperor would want.
Okay. You tell.
Well, I'm going to hit him with my chainsword until he stops moving.
Alrighty. Roll to attack.
28.
28 is a success, yay.
Alrighty, how many degrees of success is that?
38, 1 degree of success.
Alrighty. Okay, so that's 2 hits you get in, roll damage. Oh, he's gonna try and dodge, hold on. Never mind, he doesn't dodge shit.
Yeah, 2 did, no, not 2, it's chainsword.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, okay, standard attack, sorry, yes.
But I still hit. And that's a
Okay.
10!
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's...
Why don't you
no,
do a
that
swift
isn't-
attack? It gives you an
Four?
additional hit for every 2 degrees of success.
I only got 1 degree of success.
Okay, I'm just saying, just for the future, so you know.
Oh, but I can attack twice, because each attack is a half action.
No, you can only attack once, even if it is a
Okay.
half action.
Well, one of these was a 10. Is it? No, wait, that's a 1. Okay, so it's 7 plus 2 is 9 penetration 2.
Okay. Finally, you manage to get in a solid hit as you slam the chainsword up under his armpit as he tries to avoid you once again. And the sword chews into his armpit and then down into his ribcage, dropping him to the ground. And you actually have to take a moment to put your foot in his chest and pull out the blade as it starts getting stuck inside the armor plating. Alrighty,
The Emperor
Rosaius.
sends his regards.
1 left. What do?
Grenade. Brought this motherfucker for a reason.
Okay, fire them grenades.
I aimed, and I have my guy helping me.
Uh-huh. Much is it in total? Ballistic skill plus 5. So your ballistic skill is 49.
Yeah.
49 plus 10 is 59. Plus 5 is 64.
Yep.
Just barely miss.
Yeah,
As
that's the fucking worst. God damn.
Bounces, boom, 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 and BAM! Detonates behind him, setting alight some of the forest shrubs around you guys.
I'm getting so frustrated with these rolls, man.
Use a better gun, man. More bullets.
I only have one.
Last gun, yo. Or
Last
melee.
rifle.
Yeah, but the fucking armor plating, yo.
Okay, so Rosaius done. Okay, remaining Eldar, having just seen one of his brethren get eviscerated by some motherfucker with a chainsword and been dodging grenades all night long, decides that he has had enough of this. He is going to use his dash action to run straight towards Quintus and Rosaius. And that will be the remainder of his action. Quintus, however, is going to actually try and hit something. And will miss. Holy fucking shit, I have not rolled less than a 70 with him yet. Okay.
Do you want me to start
Commissar.
rolling for him?
Yes, you roll for him. Commissar, there's one of them dashing for the open hatch of the Chimera going behind you. What do you want to do?
I'm going to dash. I'm going to charge the man. And
Okay.
hopefully murder.
You'll be engaged with him next round as he is incredibly fast at preternatural speed of the Eldar race coming to the fore. Rosaius, you see a Eldar coming running at you. What do?
Alright, I will do armsman swap from the grenade launcher to the las rifle.
Okay, Nathan hands you your laser gun as they come charging, or as he comes charging towards you. What do you want to do?
Aimed shot, multi-round burst.
Alrighty. So you take aim at this motherfucker. Roll your weapon ballistic skill. So it's plus 15 in total with Nathan helping you.
I need like a plus 50 the way these things are going.
28. And you're minus 64. So that is 3 degrees of success. So you get 2 hits on them. Alrighty.
2 hits.
2 hits. Roll 1d10 for each hit plus 3.
Oh, fuck!
3 is 8, 2 plus 3 is 5, so it's 13 damage in total. And you manage to punch some of the shells into his chest, but his armor manages to absorb most of it.
Yeah, see, this is why.
Staggers for a moment, and then keeps running towards you to try and get to you. Alright, Quintus.
That's why the laser rifle is useless.
Actually, no, it's really not.
You actually hit him. You didn't hit him with the grenade last time.
Yeah, but if I hit them with the grenades, they die. With the las rifle, they just, oh yeah, you hit me, big whoop.
You fluffed like 4 grenades. Okay. He is going to run straight at you, and then he's going to kind of like jump and scissor past you to try and impale you with the blades on the side of his armor. Alrighty, so that's a charge action, so it's plus 20 to his weapon skill. Oh, and I rolled a 7. Okay. So, that's definitely a hit. Okay, so that is the most pathetic hit I've ever seen in my entire life. The Eldar, running straight past you, manages to try and go for one of the main arteries in your neck before stumbling on a little piece of chimera and actually just missing you and just slamming his arm into the side of you as he stumbles past you and then bangs his head into the front of the chimera. Okay. Quintus, now having a target at point blank range, is going to get a range bonus. Point blank, I think, is plus 30, if I'm not mistaken, to hit.
Full auto burst. Full auto.
He can't with his last gun. It's only semi-auto. Although, Quintus finally rolls a 2!
Oh, Jesus.
What is Quintus's ballistic skill, lady?
Quintus is fuck.
Oh, 1 sec, I got it.
9.
9.
That's
let's
Nathan.
look here.
That's my luck.
9 has a
29.
skill of 30.
Oh yeah, 30.
30, okay, and he rolled a 2. So let's see, 30 plus 30 for point blank, plus 10 for half action aim is 7 degrees of success, so he gets 3 hits.
Yep.
So, first hit is... come on, roll. First one is a... Is that a 1 or a 10?
1.
Ah, depressing. Okay, so first one is a 1.
Doesn't do shit.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm frustrated with these guns. 2. Of course.
And third one is a 9. Okay, so the first 2 hits go blap, 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 punch into his stomach, do absolutely nothing. Last hit, however, he managed to finally adjust his aim upwards, and he punches the shot straight into his face, slapping his head backwards and slamming him into the deck of the Chimera. Alrighty, you guys are surrounded by the wreckage of 3 Xenos skimmer bikes. The forest is on fire. Your commander is a smear on the ground. Your commissar just chainsawed at somebody from a bike. And pretty much everything is fucked.
And I'm dead inside of a chimera.
Who wants to play Nathan? And who wants to play Quintus? Hippo, you're playing Quintus. Lady, you're playing Nathan.
Okay.
So, what would you guys like to do?
What? Oh, okay, I need to take Nathan.
I would like to have bigger guns that actually do things when I shoot people.
Wait,
the Emperor's last gun seemed to do perfectly well for us.
Not for me.
Does this Chimera have long range radio abilities?
It had. You'll have to see if it's still working after the lightning hit that you guys took.
Oh, Nathan's a weapon specialist.
Wouldn't Quintus be able to do that?
Quintus can check as soon as I have found Quintus's stats.
Fine. Fine.
By the
Yeah,
way,
I'm just
Griff,
loading the thing.
It is there.
Yeah, no, I did.
Does?
Get it first.
Does what, lady?
Oh yeah. Does Trash lose his comrade now because I'm in control? So he loses his armament bonus.
What? So I was gone.
Sorry
for a
about that,
while.
Trash.
What happened to like Malachi?
Why would I lose it?
Because
you're
I'm in
no longer
control.
your comrade. He's now an actual player character, not a comrade. It's one of the uses of comrades is replacing players when they get killed.
Well, then why would I?
Because normally it's for you when you get killed, but you survived, so be thankful. Plus you can get new comrades when you get back to base. Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are standing there. You're leaderless other than the commissar. Your sergeant, your beloved sergeant is dead. He's myopic vision, having seen him to the emperor. Your
I
Marcus,
assume
your
that
medic
the
is fucked.
Chimera is not going to run.
Hold on, let me check.
No.
Can't you try and repair it?
So I got 19.
He's definitely dead. Okay. So Quintus, are you going to check the... Or are you guys going to try and break Vox silence, or what are you going to do?
As the commissar, I've decided that while Vox Silence was the main point of this mission, nothing we know about tells us that there are Xenos on this planet, and this is something that leadership need to know, because this could have a big effect on what happens.
All right. Do you want to transmit the contents of the tab as well to the slate to High Command?
Yes. So we're going to send the slate. We're going to send what we know. We're going to send information about the high storms, although they probably know that.
Yeah,
And
they
then
know about them.
would I know what these Xenos are?
Make a forbidden lore check for me. Pretty much all of you can, since you've all heard whispered rumors and things about things that go bump in the night.
So I rolled a 2. Is it forbidden knowledge?
Yes.
So that would be minus 20, so 22.
Okay. Oh. Suddenly, with a flash of inspiration, Quintus remembers descriptions of these things. They are called Dark Eldar. And the information in specific that you know is... Here we go. This is a group of vicious black-clad Eldar, a sect of their race, who thought to be even more depraved than the rest of their kind. They revel in slaughter and torture and prefer to harry their foes.
Yes. Now, if these people are just here to have sport, the Imperium needs to know, because that could be problematic. And if they're helping the rebels, that could be even worse. So we're going to try and get through to High Command on the radio.
Okay? Quintus, see if you can get the radio, well, if the radio is working, and if not, see if you can get it working. Pray to the Emperor, son.
Okay, hello, yes. Sorry, I had to say
Okay,
things off for a second.
check radio, see if you can get it up and going.
Let's check this radio. No.
Oh my god. That radio looks fairly busted, man. Unless there's some kind of divine intervention going on here, there's no way you guys are going to be able to send a message.
I walk over and smack it, Fonzie style.
What does technical knock do?
That's so you can unjam a gun.
That's how you when you kick computers, that's technical knock.
Except with
Pretty much.
guns. Ein
Pretty
hasn't
much.
put down any of his special stuff.
Okay, so you want to burn one of Ein's fate points to see if you can get this thing working?
Yeah.
Or do you want to fuck it and see if you guys can get back with the on foot and report?
Can I? Alright, let's use a fate point.
Doesn't burn it, eh? Permanent reduces by 1.
Okay.
Sure.
It's not my character. Burn them all.
I don't give a shit, lol. Okay. With a prayer and a gentle tap on the most holy machine spirit device, it sparks to life. And you can now hear the communication of various Imperial forces in the area going backwards and forwards. If you wish to listen in. Or you can radio somebody else to send the information to them.
I'll just shout over, Commissar, I got it working.
Fantastic. If we listen in, does it sound like we're actually hearing Imperials, or?
Yeah, it's definitely Imperial traffic. You can hear Thunderbolt pilots flying overhead, you can hear lightnings, you can hear Chimera transports, you can hear order acquisitions, you can hear calls for artillery fire on certain positions, all sorts of traffic just going backwards and forwards across the Vox, different channels, as you basically move the dial around listening to the various
Are we sure it's
Imperial
our
channels.
Imperials?
Yes, because it's tuned to your Imperial channels. You can't just
Oh,
like randomly
sure.
listen in on enemy traffic.
Oh yeah, because I mean,
Can we
it's not like
find-
they use.
Is there an emergency channel?
Yes, there is.
I think we're gonna radio that then.
Alrighty, so taking a bit of time, you guys managed to wire the slate into a non-standard port on the Vox, something cobbled together on the spot with many prayers to the machine spirits. And before long, you'd see the blinking green light on the Vox indicating that the information is getting transmitted to High Command in orbit around the planet. In doing so, announcing your position to every single enemy force on the continent, pretty much.
Yeah, so we're gonna start hiking, boys.
Are there any jet bikes still like that look
Nope.
intact?
They're
Not
you wanna,
even.
you wanna
What
use a
happened to
filthy Xeno jet bike, boy?
What happened to them? I wasn't here.
One of them got basically cut in half by a frag grenade plowing into the ground and just killing everything. And pretty much something very similar happened to the other one. The pilot got shot in the face with a bolt pistol, lost control of the vehicle, and then crashed it into a tree.
And
Oh, I
you
went all
nuked one.
Stormtrooper on Endor into it.
And
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but anyway.
Crash a jet bike
The-
into a tree.
Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, the other one, you Allah Akbar,
I did very successfully.
very successfully. Alrighty, do you guys want to take a moment to grab some gear before you leave? Or what do you
Okay.
Are you gonna search the wreckage? or-
Probably should, yeah.
Yeah, let's grab what we can and be off.
Can we not try and like weld the back of the Chimera back on using las guns as welding tools?
I think the tracks are fucked.
Yep, it literally cut through the tracks, everything.
It's still good.
As in this whole part here is basically off. It's like gone. It's like lying on the ground. It's like a little bucket, basically.
Those kinds of repairs would probably be possible if we had like weeks.
Like a bucket. So could we use it? Are there any rivers nearby?
Do you want to canoe down it in the back of a Chimera?
Might be quicker than walking.
Make a navigate surface check for me to see if you remember
God.
any nearby water supplies.
34?
There is, in fact, a rather large river that you'd forded about a day and a half from where you guys are now.
But does it flow towards our lines or their lines?
Let me have a look. I actually didn't. Whoops. Check that. Above 50, yes it does. Yes it does. It flows towards your lines.
Great. Okay, boys, we're gonna hike
So let me
to the
get
river.
this right. You guys are gonna drag the back of your Chimera a day and a half to a river and then canoe down a province in active
No,
military
no, no,
conflict
no.
back towards your lines.
We're gonna grab what we can, hike towards the river, cut down a few logs, make really rough rafts, and get out of here as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Can I walk over to the smoldering remains of the hero of the Imperium, Elias Jax, and find his chainsword?
After a bit of searching around, you eventually find the chainsword.
Good.
You
Do I
also
found-
find something else. What appears to be a standard Imperial Vox set.
Well, that was fortunate.
Where was he keeping that?
I don't know.
I'm not saying that it's your Vox set.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
These aliens, they're working with the rebels.
Take it. We might have information on it or something.
Yeah, we're gonna try and
So-
drag that with us.
Looking at the damage of the Chimera, is it in any way reminiscent of the previous one we found cut in half?
Very similar. In fact, yours was just cut through the back. It looked like the one you guys encountered was cut through the middle lengthwise by that same weapon.
Then I will say, maybe they done killed the other Chimera and took the Vox unit out of it and been monitoring our signals. That's how Ein talks now.
Oh,
Okay.
That,
by the way,
or
do I-
they're in cahoots with the rebels.
Can't
And the
trust
rebels
no
are telling them
filthy
where to go.
Xenos.
But by the way, do I find the list I made? No, I didn't made. Marcus made.
Yes.
I grabbed the stuff on the list as high
God.
priority.
Okay. So, grabbing a few necessities from the Rex, you guys prepare for your trek to head out, and that is where we're going to end for today. Because that was a little bit longer than anticipated.
Oh yeah.
We're going hiking.
Alrighty, thoughts, suggestions, ideas?
Oh, that was amazing.
Bigger guns.
Glorious Commissar has not been hit once this entire campaign so far. Full health. Whoop whoop. The Emperor protects.
Lucky bastard.
Mm.
Somehow
Character
he's managed to get a Rosarius or something, and he doesn't really know.
My character like took the first hit ever. That was actually the first time I got shot. I just died.
That was a pretty big hit.
At least you lasted longer than your comrade.
Oh,
First shot by my head.
Oh my god. Fucking Dark
Oh.
Eldar have obscene agility. It's like, what the hell?
oh but by the way, Trash, say bye to Nathan because he's going to die like in the most fucking boring way possible.
Tell me about it.
Oh,
I
man.
always keep dying. With fucking comrade died so
Trashy,
fucking
you need
like...
to fucking praise the Emperor
anticlimactic.
more often, bro.
Why? I cannot praise for when guns I shoot just bounce off armor.
That's why you should praise. If you were praising it, those guns would be rolling Righteous Fury.
Hmm.
Plus, also, our we had like retarded amounts of ammunition packages that could have just overcharged them.
Yeah, for what? Like an extra point of damage?
Dark Eldar, 50 weapon skill, 50 ballistic skill, 34 strength, 39 toughness, 62 agility, 37 intelligence, 48 perception, 36 willpower, and 40 fellowship.
We still killed him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we actually did pretty well.
I'm amazed that I came back, and the first thing I hear is Griff saying how many of them were dead. I was like, what? This isn't what I thought would happen.
Right?
I used you to inspire the rest of the men.
Oh no.